Good evening. Today, this time we're doing this during the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one, the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is the Rum Report, where we keep you updated on anything and everything that is happening across the world of sports. And as always, I'm always joined by one of the loyal members of the crew. Tonight, I'm joined by the homie Jake Miller of Rumboyz Combat. What is good, Jake?
Nothing much, man. Ready for a late night stream.
Hell yeah. I mean, I guess it's somewhat late night. Yeah.
I work till 5:30 anyways, so it kind of worked out.
It
time period.
Yeah, it balanced out for the both of us. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Salud. So, dude, let's start this off with how's your quarantine show going? I'm on day 8. Things like day 8.
I picked up a new anime to watch. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, Witcher, and I'm buying Animal Crossing. So I just went back into gaming. Well, I just bought new games, really.
Bro, what scares me about this? I guess I gotta be careful utilizing the word scare. Like, I don't want to evoke panic. It's like all of my let's definitely not do that. All of my friends that are gamers, and like I know that they're heavy gamers, but like we used to all get together and stuff. Like I wonder, it's like, man, like now are you gonna go back to being like a fucking gaming hermit? I hope that doesn't happen to you, bro. I hope that you still maintain some type of. Or do you plan on socializing when social distancing is lifted?
I mean, I usually after work I usually go for a run, 3 to 4 miles, and then I play like games 2 to 3 hours. Then I watch YouTube. I mean, in an office setting, it's kind of tough to really go out because you have to have that some level of free time or sleep time. You can't just be up till like 11 o'clock, or you can't go after right after work at like 6 o'clock to a bar because you're not going to sleep if you get drunk at 6 o'clock. Doesn't really work.
That is not true. I have definitely stumbled into previous jobs. Not stumbled, but gone in like still been functional. Like it just, I guess it depends. Different lifestyles for different people. For people that like to go out and have fun, like myself. This is not like on day 8. It's fucking crazy. I had to help my son with his schoolwork. He had to take a placement test. First off,
that's a nationwide thing. It's so stupid.
Well, he had to take a placement test, I guess, for heading into his next year to see where he's at. Fucking kid is 5. And some of the questions that were on here, it started off at kindergarten level, and it should have just stopped. It didn't stop.
Yeah.
It kept going. So I was like, yo, I think they're testing the parents to see if the parents are doing the work for the kids. So I just started answering certain shit wrong. I was like, son, you can go play now. You're done. He's like, I've done it all. He's like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, I got this. One of the questions 5 divided by 986. Like, who the fuck is that? Like he's in kindergarten. He's not trying to move weight. Anyways, we are here for the sports talk, ladies and gentlemen. Just had to get the intro out the way. Maybe later on in the show, I may or may not drop the StreamYard link in the Discord chat. I want to hear from some of you guys about your quarantine stories. So they gotta be good. Like I want good people to pop in. Like give me something good to talk about, or I don't know. I don't know. Like let's just make this exciting as possible. First thing that I want to get into is these Todd Gurley trade talks, brother. How are you feeling about this? Obviously down from a couple of different levels, but first, how are you feeling about this?
Todd Gurley trade talks? Did he get cut, or is it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, he's officially cut. He's released. Him and Cam Newton both released. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about the unfortunate, or I guess untimely release?
Well, I'm shocked they paid him that because he's had arthritis since his freshman year of college. So they were smart to get the guaranteed money out of him there, and they really paid him up front. And at this point, I think he should be happy because he took his guarantees and the rest of his contract was not going to work. My concern is, does he want to play football anymore if he's going to be a vet minimum and be like a second option on a team? Or is he going to walk away and just take the money he made and not play anymore? Because I don't see him as a guy that wants to be a role player or a secondary or third option with his knees. You can't give him 10, 15 carries in a half anymore. You're going to have to give him that 7 or 8 at most. So I don't know what he's going to do if he wants to be a secondary guy. But I mean, I'm glad he made his money. I'm glad he cashed in on that guaranteed money when he could.
Yeah. And yes, we are expecting the release of Cam Newton, Jordan Love. We get it. Expecting the release. He's gonna fucking be released. Okay, gosh, this kid in the chat. Um, we get it. Like he's gonna ultimately be released, not fully released yet. As for Todd Gurley, I kind of in a way feel bad for him. You can't control the fact that you get arthritis and arthritis develops. That's just something that happens. There's no amount of dieting, good nutrition, or any of those things that matter that are going to ward that off and thin that off. Um, so I feel bad for him from that standpoint. But I think that he's definitely a guy that a team somewhere else is going to pick him up. It sucks that he's not in LA anymore. Um, I really want to hone in on the fact that I feel like the Rams went awry with this situation, almost back to what 2.5, 3 years ago. You make the Super Bowl, you get a little overzealous, you pay Goff, you pay Gurley. Then actually it was after Super Bowl that the reports of his knees and the arthritis. I mean,
Well, they
not
knew
much.
this in the pre-draft combine. They knew that. This was the thing they knew he was going to have because he tore both ACLs by the time it was like 18. So they were not surprised. Just
No, not. I mean, so wait, you're saying that they're not surprised about the release?
no, I said I'm not
Okay.
because this was known, and I think they put the money up front because they knew he'd probably collapse. They did. They probably wanted a better option out of these last 2 years, but um, I like the story. I don't know who said it in Discord, but potentially Melvin Gordon going to LA.
Melvin Gordon. So Melvin Gordon is staying in LA
Yeah.
with just the guys right across
Mm-hmm.
the way in the Rams. So leaving the Chargers, going to the Rams. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Mike B
Somebody said it
was
in
good.
Discord. I like the idea. I mean, I'm not taking credit for it, but
I think Gordon may land in Miami somehow. I think Gordon somehow stays in the warm weather, and I think he ends up in Miami. If not Miami, I would like to see the Bucks maybe make a push for either Devontae Freeman, Gurley, or Gordon. Any of a combination of those guys.
yep.
Um, I like to see Tampa make a push for them, or even Miami make a push for them. Florida's getting real hot in the football scene right now.
Well, you know Brady too. He's gonna want two backs to split the payment there. He's gonna want a dude that's gonna run it on first and second for him, and he's gonna want that third down guy that's just a maybe sixth receiver if it's 3rd and 7. You're gonna go 5 wide, still in the slot, and you're gonna have that six guy to run routes. Like James White, you know what I mean? You're gonna have that type of guy. He's gonna look for a receiving back. So you know that's going to happen. It's just who's the receiving back left? Jay Love, or you might know. I can't think of any solid receiving backs you can get on a budget right now.
Well, absolutely not. The last, I guess, somewhat of a receiving back, there wasn't really a whole lot of receiving backs, to be honest,
Yeah.
that you could have ran out and grabbed this year. And J Love, he's in the writers group chat that you guys should be in. Um, but yeah, uh, there's not the last one that you could have really gotten was a pickup that I absolutely fucking hated, which was J.D. McKissick to go to the Washington Redskins. I hated the fact that we got J.D. McKissick to our team. I get it that they're trying to get him to kind of fill in that Chris Thompson role, but that was pretty much the only guy that you could have really went out there to get. We went and got a lot of B-list, C-list guys, and I was really disappointed. I'll talk about that later, though. I mean, as far as Gurley, I know it's a hot take, him to the Chargers, but I mean, after you pay Austin Eckler and everything is just shaping up that the Chargers are in a stay put mode with what they got. I think they want to see what they have. They invested so many years into Phillip Rivers and giving them opportunities to get them a coveted ring, and it just didn't happen in traditional Chargers fashion for their quarterback. So I mean, for their organization in general, to be honest. But I mean, with that being said, and with that being stated, that's why I don't know if I want to necessarily hop on that take. It just feels like the Chargers are like, we got rid of the old guy. Let's just see what's good with where we're at.
I mean, I mean Gordon going to the Rams.
Gordon to the Rams. See, Gordon to the Rams, I like.
That's what I was thinking. Someone said in the Discord, I was like, that's not a bad move for them if they can get him under. Well, I don't think they will get him back. I mean, I would never have spent what $14 million on Todd Gurley. Never would have spent that. But I mean, you can get Gordon for maybe 8 now, 7, 8. So I mean, if you can get him for 7, 8 and have him be your lead back and get a rookie to really pay pennies, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. So see, the Rams have no money, which is second why they had to get Aaron Gurley. That was actually one of the things I wanted to address. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Gurley got done dirty," all this so forth. I've heard of a plethora of different things. One, the NFL is a business. 2, he developed the arthritis. 3, they weren't going to be able to uphold both contracts at the same time. If you guys remember many years ago, analysts had kept stressing that. Why did you pay both of these guys? Why did you pay both of them? If we look at a team like the Tennessee Titans this year, how they place the tag on the running back and they pay the quarterback, that's usually how it should go and how it's supposed to play out. With this being said, with this being stated, do you think that this in a way kills the running back market with the situation that happened with Gurley? I feel that it personally does.
I think it does for certain players who are going to be traditional, run the ball twice on first and second. But I think there's guys like CMC, Nick Chubb, who are pass catching backs and just great runners overall who just kind of can do it all. If you're like a quality receiver, you can run slot routes. I think there's a spot to be a superstar back and get paid like it. But you can't just be the Adrian Peterson, give you the ball in the backfield. You have to have that secondary skill set to get paid.
See, I don't know. Like with this, and then I mean, you can look at a guy like Le'Veon. He got paid, and then didn't really hasn't performed. Right? I get that system. It's Adam Gase, yada yada yada. The Jets fucking suck. We can go on for days about that. But I mean, it's just seeming mighty funny to me that running backs are a position where where once they get paid, there's that drop off or a medical problem when things aren't going as well or things aren't going the same. It's now he has arthritis or whatever the case may be. That's why the way I kind of actually respect what Tennessee did. It's like, yo, go back to back as leading rusher, and then we'll give you a bigger contract.
And I wouldn't even say it a full season. He had a good 10 weeks.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great season. He had a great second half. So.
Yep. Exactly what McKicken vlogs over here on Sportscaster stated. The running backs are the most replaceable position in the NFL. I couldn't agree more.
Unless you're Darren Sproles and Frank Gore, and then you just keep getting paid.
Yeah, and I think that those guys are fortunate that they just keep getting paid, and it's just also the roles that they're playing that's allowing them to keep playing. Connor or just don't pay running backs. I just feel like we're going to see the running back market regress now a little bit. We're going to see it kind of marginalized to at a median where it's like, okay, this is a nice solid price range that owners are willing to meet it, and fans aren't going to be pissed off like, yo, why did you just pay this guy that's going to get us getting banged up the most? I just think that it's a big blow to the optics of the situation. Exactly. You don't pay high for running backs. Let's see here. Slap yourself. How you living, Robbie, in Colorado? My bro told me they're getting crazy out there, especially in Denver. Be safe. Oh, yes, they are. And I have a lot of ammo. I've been waiting to pump lead into something. Knock on this door. Talk about something. We're here to test you for COVID-19. Yo, that's something that we have going on here in Colorado. People will knock on your door. I guess criminals are knocking on people's doors, saying that they are testing for COVID-19 so they can kick in the door and rob people. Yo, if this happens in your neighborhood, COVID-19 tests are not administered fucking door to door. No one's walking door to door. If this happens, young people, go get your parents. Preferably the parent that has the chopper.
Yes, testing is free in the U.S., but you have to go because you can't go to somebody's house and force medical treatment on them. That's not legal in the United States.
Exactly. If this happens where you guys live, that's something that is happening here. Slap yourself. You are right. It is getting crazy here in Colorado. If it happens where you live, go get your parents. And they'll get the strap. Hashtag 50. Yo, you like that 50 reference. Get the strap. Let's keep it going in with the sports. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of that stuff later. The Panthers are expected to release Cam Newton. With the way that is pretty much been reported and been broken down, he is pretty much at this point like fucking gone. It's pretty much released. No one's trading for Cam. The same thing that happened with Gurley is exactly what's going to happen with Cam.
I wouldn't want him, to be honest. I mean, he has not been the same since that dirty hit.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Miller? Who just headshot him and knocked him out and snapped his ankle? He's not been the same since then. I don't know what happened to him, but ever since then, he's just been unable.
I feel like he forced himself back, and that was the problem.
Yeah, he just lost something. I don't know what it was. But even if he lost some ability from that, I don't know what happened to his accuracy. It's amazing. I like Cam, but he's probably the greatest college football quarterback I've ever seen for one season. I mean, at Auburn. But I just don't know what happened to him. And yes, over Joe Burrow was a different time. What he was doing in 2010 was more amazing than what Burrow did this year, in my opinion.
So with that being said, and he could throw one hell of a laptop too.
Hey man, best thing he did. He got to Auburn and ran the school.
Exactly.
That made him the number one pick.
Best thing.
Mike D, that's a shot. I won't even say that one.
that I can say for Cam, I would love to see Cam, go and start for a team that has a young QB in development. Put Haskins back on the bench. Come to Washington. I know that Washington is linking their names to Jameis Winston early on here. I don't like that. What the fuck is he gonna do? Come and teach this kid how to throw more picks? Like, no. I absolutely hate that idea.
No, please don't do that.
Exactly. Like we already
What are
we
you guys doing to this kid? I'm sorry. Oh, we're thinking about Tua. We're just throwing it out there to see if we can get some attention on it. Now we're thinking about some other quarterback who throws a lot of picks. It's like, really?
I
Like,
think
or
it,
can't stay healthy. It's unbelievable. Like, why are you gonna mess with this dude's mind?
the Reds
He
always
wasn't that good last year. It's not like he's confident in his abilities. He got a little better, but like Haskins is not that guy. He's like, I'm good. I know it. He has to improve and get better, which every rookie quarterback does usually.
yeah.
I would give you 3 years before I'd even judge a quarterback at this point. It's like you're gonna put this pressure on him and put names around him. Like I don't understand.
Dude,
Like
like I said, for them, the Redskins always pull the smoke screen game. They're always about the smoke screen life. They
I hope
just
Snyder's like, dude, you're good. We're just doing this to try to get some attention. Like, I hope he's in the background saying that
what
because
to
I don't
do.
like this
I
happening to
mean,
young
if
quarterbacks.
you're linking your name, if your organization such as that with the issue that we've had recently, then you're wanting to bring in a vet. I mean, we got three options realistically: Flacco, Newton, Winston. You might as well bring in one of the two, Winston or Newton, that could maybe match Haskins and mirrors Haskins' skill sets a little bit more and work with them that way. Um, yes, Haskins does thrive under pressure. That was one thing
Yeah, he
that
came in against Michigan and took over the game.
yeah, yep.
In his
I,
first chance playing.
I don't think that Rivera's a Haskins supporter either, but I don't know if Rivera supports. He's a defensive coach mainly. I don't
I don't
know.
think he has much say. I think he's giving it to somebody else to run that. But
Yeah, Rivera he's always had kind of issues and button head situations with his quarterbacks. It's not necessarily always been beautiful relationships,
oh
sunshine
yeah,
and rainbows with his quarterback.
he just didn't like Cam making himself a target in that MVP season. He's like, just give the ball to the ref, dude. People are gonna hit you late, and he was right. The Broncos killed him.
He didn't
So
like Cam, but I mean, he even said things about Kyle Allen this past season too. I mean, he's always kind of been tough on the quarterback thing, but he's a defensive guy. And that's what he does. So for Massachusetts, I hope that he's turned things over to little Turner, little North Turner, little Trey Turner, and we're good there. Um, so yeah, I mean, we made a lot of B list moves. We got J.D. McKissick. Then we went and got Logan Thomas. I like that from the blocking standpoint, but I mean, the guy's not catching the ball for us at the tight end position. He's a blocking tight end. I don't know why Rivera chose that. Why the organization chose that. And then we bring back Kyle Fuller, bringing back Fuller. I like it in a lot of ways. It looks like the Redskins are trying to rebuild that 2015 defense when we won the division. But I mean, it's 5 years later. You can't try and piece back 5 years ago worth of good
yeah.
good guys.
In the NFL, here's my rule: if you have the same defensive core 2 years after being a top 5 defense, you're gonna have a top 20 defense.
Yeah.
People age 5 years in the NFL for every one season, especially those interior linemen. Again, that's why when they paid, I like them, but when the Rams pay their D line like they did, I was like, these guys aren't going to be the same in 4 years. You can't re up your entire D line at the same time and expect them to be good. You got to let some go and bring in some youth because these guys age awfully.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Some other free agent news that I want to talk about, bro. I do have something I want to bring up with the Browns. I tried to be so positive today. I went ahead and all I did was retweet his charity that he's doing, and like people got on him talking about like is it a PR stunt or whatever? Like, are people that mad at Baker in Cleveland? Like, are you guys like just done with him?
Wait, what did Baker do?
He's matching every dollar that people donate to like food for kids in Cleveland, like the lunch program, like since kids are like home from school. And he said they'll match every dollar up to 50K. You know, that people donate. So Twitter went in a
Oh,
frenzy.
he should give more money. He should give more money. He's an NFL player.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I'm like, you guys are like, he's matching your dollar donation. So if you can donate up to 50K and he will match up to that.
So people, let me just say this: people in Akron don't like LeBron James School because what it's doing is it's prioritizing young black men who have abilities to do things that most people can't do. It's really a charter school. It's an athletic school. And there's some academics. It's a STEM school. It's a really advanced school. If you want to specialize in athletics or tech, whatever, you can do it. It's a really great school. And they're like, oh well, it's mostly for black kids. And I was like, well, what have you done for anybody that LeBron's doing for these people, regardless of what they look like? So I think it's a celebrity thing where it's like you have to do something that I would expect the top to do. People just look at celebrity and say they must have a lot of money. Baker makes like maybe 10 million next year. No, actually, his rookie contract's not much. It's like 6 million a year.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah, so he has 3 years before he gets the second contract. It's not. It's like say you have a good quarterback like Lamar, who, what's he gonna do? Oh, he only bought his lineman this. He's a rookie.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah,
people got a lot. I think a lot of people they look past the fact that these people are humans as well. Like the fact that they're humans that are utilizing their platform just to step out and be like, yo, this cause, and we're gonna raise some money. Like we should just be grateful that someone is taking the time out to do that. Period. Because to be honest, half the people that are sitting back talking shit on when these celebrities,
okay, yeah,
making positive, they're not even the ones doing it.
Well, yeah, and it's like a thing where it's like, oh wait, we're just regular people. Why are you only gonna match? Like, why wouldn't you go double? I mean, you're a rich athlete. You're a rich celebrity actor, whatever. Like, why are you relying on us to match? Because they want you to donate, right?
Yeah,
they want everyone else to help donate.
it's the world. Oh, the world is crazy. The world is crazy, especially right now. I just want to bring that up on air, guys. Don't when these people are trying to do something nice, especially like during like the time like what everyone's dealing with. Work with them, not against them. Don't try and roast them.
And can I ask, who actually started this debate and who said he donated or matched the donation?
I got like it was just like a bunch of like random people on Twitter like
okay. So do you notice this? The quarterback or athlete who gave to charity, in this case, said nothing about giving to charity when he could have, but the people complained he didn't give enough to charity. The quarterback didn't look for any credit.
No.
But you blame the celebrity for not giving enough money despite not advertising he gave any money at all. So,
like I said, you gotta respect someone that is doing the right thing, because especially when all you're doing is sit back over Twitter talking shit, not helping the person. In more free agency moves, let's see here. We spoke about Gurley. Let's see here. I'm trying to find something that's actually like attention grabbing, something that actually be worth covering. Oh, I have something that I do need to bring up.
yes.
Darius fucking Slay.
I knew he'd get traded. I knew he'd get traded.
We all knew that he would get traded. I think that the fact that he's an Eagle now, he's with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I can't bear to see it. I can't bear to deal with it. I can't. Oh my gosh, dude! Like, why?
Why are we going there, dude? That's not really something we want to joke about.
I mean, they have Blue next to their name. They want to put him in timeout. They can. Tell him like, yo, like, why do you got to put that on me?
Do you want to demonetize us instantly? We went the whole time without mentioning that, and then that happened.
Eventually, I gotta bring it up because it's what the fuck happened. But
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen soon.
yeah, but no. Going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, do you think that this makes the Eagles better? Are they suddenly shut down now? Like, I feel like the Eagles kind of in a way stay the same here due to the fact that you still need receivers.
Carson Wentz was absolutely amazing last year without many weapons, and I understand he's not reliable. I think you could literally copy and paste what J Lo said about him, and I agree. Um, but he's one of those players who's really good. He gets hurt at bad times, but he's made a lot of people successful around him without being directly a great statistical quarterback, except that one season. So I really do like what I see from him. And I think that, again, if he stays healthy, he's kind of like that Matt Stafford, right? Got hurt earlier, and he might turn it around. But I really do think that they need to get one weapon in the draft and then just sign somebody or trade for somebody draft day because they need weapons for Carson Wentz. He can't do it all by himself next year on the offensive end.
Dude, they really put everything on Carson Wentz. Like for the Eagles to go and make this move after the season that they had last year, my team faces them twice a fucking year. For them to, and I follow Darius Slay on Instagram. He has said, McLaurin, that dude is nice. Cooper, that dude is nice. He's talked about and he's talked dog shit on every single one of the Eagles receivers. What was the point of you going to make this move to go and get a corner when you legitimately have nobody to catch the ball?
That's why I'm thinking there's going to be a draft day moves. There has to be something they're planning. Something draft day. There needs to be something they're planning. They must love a receiver. They're not really drafting well, though, because they made the playoffs. They had a good season, so they must find a receiver they love. It's a deep receiver draft, and there might be 2 rookies coming up next year, or there even might be somebody they're going to trade for salary dump and figure out and get a guy that can fill in. But they're going to get a receiver somehow. They're going to get 2. It's not over yet.
You're right. We got to remember that mid-season trades are capable. Those things will happen middle of the season.
The draft day trades. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Yep.
I mean,
draft day trades. It's just.
Plus, Peterson's a smart dude. I think he knows he needs receivers. I don't think he's blind to this. He's a smart guy.
Doug Peterson for me, from like kind of like that, but the player standpoint. When I look at him building personnel, he seems kind of like a work with what I got, next man up type of coach. And I feel like that's how it worries me. Mm-hmm. I feel like that. I mean, then they also released Jordan Howard. Now, I mean, that's now going to be completely Miles Sanders backfield. I think that's obvious. How much healthier can Ertz stay at the tight end position? I mean, then you got Dallas Goedert, who also gets banged up, so you need them both throughout the whole season because they're always up and down, up and down, up and down. Anyone that owned Dallas Goedert last year in fantasy football knows this. Anyone that owned Zach Ertz last year in fantasy football knows this.
Are they Tyler Brait bad?
You mean Eifert? Tyler Eifert?
Brait. Remember that dude?
Cameron Brate?
Yeah, Cameron Brate, whatever.
Cameron Brate, last year he had a very, very rough year, but I mean, if he's healthy, he'll come in here. Look out, especially with Brady.
No touchdowns for 4 weeks, 6 touchdowns in 3 weeks. It's one of those things with him. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, is there something in the water there or something in the medical staff? Those dudes cannot stay healthy. It's unbelievable.
Dude, it's only their pass catchers. I like that Darius Slay got his money. As a fan, so let me break it down like this.
Hey, Roblox man Aaron, you can't do that. We can pull you. So
no, somebody kick him.
He did. Jordan did.
So let me break it down like this in the 3 parts, because once again, I mean, was my favorite corner before he became an Eagle. So
of course.
So from a player standpoint, I like it for Slay. You go get your money, buddy. I like that, and I still appreciate you as a player. As a fan standpoint, I do not fucking like the I don't like the fact that he's an Eagle from the fan standpoint.
Oh, I don't blame you, man. I really can't. You're literally cross highway rivals.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a fan versus player right now, you could not be closer to being the biggest rivals.
But then what I really don't like about this from the personnel standpoint is you did not need that piece. Like you kind of did, but you could have managed there. That you cannot manage at wide receiver. Like you can't. You have to score fucking points at some point.
I didn't hear a word about them being interested in Diggs. Did you?
Dude, the Eagles were silent with all the wide receiver moves.
They have something. They have something planned. There's no way. They must love two wide receivers, one in the first, one in the second. If they have a first. I don't even know what their draft spot is.
Dude, and then
Justin Jefferson to Eagles. J Love made a prediction. Maybe. That makes sense.
I could see that. And that's the only logical thing that makes sense. I mean, because
you need two. You need two, man.
One wide receiver, one free agent on the board. There's still one free agent on the board that could literally help any team as a wide receiver too, and that's Robbie Anderson. And no one's looking at the kid. No one.
His agent must be like, our dude wants $14 million guaranteed. Like, there's something with his agent right now saying he wants all his money.
So, from my last knowledge with Robbie Anderson, there was back and forth with him and the Jets. The Jets we're shopping him. We're not shopping him. We're shopping him again, and he's like, "Yo, I'm down to stay." You know, and it's sounding like that he could not stay. Like they're being really fucking weird with that situation. But I mean, he's got to be signed here within the next couple of days. Expect that domino to fall. I definitely want to get that off my chest, though. But where Darius Slay went pissed me off the most, and this move here, where Robbie Anderson is still not signed, those two have gotten to me the most.
Ready, Robbie? Let's go.
Yep.
I saw you.
Cheers, brother. Hell yes, salute. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls want to do. Hold up. Nick Howard's texting me.
Does he want in?
Yeah, he says he's gonna be hopping in a little bit. He was handling some things. So next question I want to bring up. I brought his name up earlier in the show. Joe Flacco being released by the Denver Broncos due to a failed physical. And the first thing that popped in my head was Flacco goes to support a team that.
Ooh, a new setup, Nick. A new setup.
Yeah, I'm just chilling in my basement. What's good, fellas?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
Another day, bro.
See, we don't look alike, guys.
A little bit. Until it
takes the hat off, and then he has this great hairline.
Yeah.
And this great lettuce.
I'm throwing my shit out, man. It's not even all fluff today. I've been combing it back, styling it back because I'm growing my shit out long.
So have I, because I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere, so I'm growing my hair out. I'm like, I don't even fucking impress nobody. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But Flacco being released, we talked about, Cam and Jameis. I still think that both those guys got at least a little bit of magic left. They got a little bit of football left.
Yes. Flacco more so. I think he could be a backup. I think he's willing to sit back and lead somebody. Jameis, I'm not sure if he wants to be a backup. I think you can't go from demanding $30 million to being a comfortable backup behind Phillip Rivers, Bridgewater, wherever. Like, you can't just have that work. There's going to be something where Jameis is like, I'm not going to help this guy. I just started last year. I threw for 5,000 yards. I'm not going to be a backup. And I don't blame him either. I really can't. I think he has an ego, and he should, despite not being the best quarterback. he was given free reign. So I think he's going to have trouble adjusting.
Okay.
Dude, I saw that. Oh my god.
I know he said, one looks like Julian Edelman, the other looks like Cheshire Cat. We know who is who. Let's see here, Nick. Do you feel like Flacco? Do you feel like Flacco could possibly go to a team and help out a young guy? I guess in a way we could attribute the swagger and moxie of Drew Lock to Flacco. Fuck no, that's all Lock, but still.
Yeah, dude. I don't think Flacco is going anywhere and being a helpful vet whatsoever. You saw how he acted jaded as fuck when he lost his starting job in Baltimore. And he also publicly said last year that he wouldn't help out Locke, that it was his position to lose. I think Flacco has got a crazy ego, man. I would take a Cam ego way before. I'd even take a Phillip Rivers ego way before I'd take a Flacco ego. Like, that dude has an elevated sense of self that is bullshit, and he's lazy. He's talented, but he's lazy. And he is far from 2013 Flacco.
Slap Yourself brought up a very good point. I bet you if Joe Flacco never said nothing in the press conference, he would still be in Denver. That's a very, very good point, because right after that, Denver was like, yeah, get your ass out of here. Denver media don't play that. John Elway don't play that. So, I'm with it. I get caught. Wow, J-Lo.
Hey, man, I'm cool with it, J-Lo. It's cool.
He does look like me.
That
joke fit.
He does.
Look, I feel it differently. See? There we go.
He's like, I'll handlebar the fuck out of this. Don't play with me.
Man.
But no, very, very good point there by Slap Yourself. Another quarterback that is under fire is one Andy Dalton. The Bengals don't let anybody go. They're like the Lions. They don't let anybody go, well, except for what they did with Darius Slay, and they fucked that up. Is Andy Dalton going to be a good suitor for Joe Burrow, for Smoking Joe, or is it just best they just let Burrow rock?
Nick Love can go. I mean, Nick Howard can go first. Sorry.
I think he will be. Dalton's kind of like a team guy. He buys in. He doesn't really have an ego. I feel bad for him just because he's never won a playoff game. He's not gonna get any recognition. He's not gonna get signed anywhere, or start anywhere. If he doesn't get signed, he'll be a backup. He'll be a permanent backup probably for the rest of his career. He'll always go with somebody younger and somebody to let them school up and give themselves a shot and prove themselves. But he does have like that attitude and personality to help out somebody else, like a younger guy.
So I might have heard something about AJ Hawk and McAfee talking. The Patriots don't have a quarterback, and they're not going to trust a rookie with Belichick.
Well, they have Jarrett Stidham, and from what I've been gathering,
Who you interviewed, by the way?
Yeah, that they're rocking with Stidham. This is what I've understood from Patriots sources and Patriots media is that they're gonna let Stidham rock, which makes me wonder if they're probably gonna like maybe play this year out, see how it works, and maybe go after Lawrence. I don't know.
Like D, I mean, Dalton is not the most talented guy. He had to be smart to get away with his arm strength. He's a smart player.
Yeah.
That's what kept him in the league for so long and had him go to the playoffs so often. He's smart.
Yeah, he's been in the playoffs a lot.
He's a smart player. He's not a physically gifted player, but he used his brains to get a good career. And you can't be disappointed. He's a good player, and he made a career in the NFL for a long time.
He's a
good for him.
Type. Like he throws in the zones. Like he's very good at like throwing in the zones and timing, and getting timing down with receivers. That's what I think he'd be like really good at schooling a young guy up in. Is like throwing in the zones, getting timing down, like doing practice rep stuff that you need to do. He's never wowed anybody with athleticism in his arm though.
No.
Yeah. But he's managed a game damn good enough to get the Bengals into plenty of playoff positions. So I actually like it. Is Nick Howard actually having a beer on air?
Oh yeah.
So
He's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah.
but
One of those,
just think
one
about
of those
this.
spiders, man.
Our expectations for quarterbacks.
Nice.
One of the Bears
unathletic,
looked it up.
undersized quarterback in Andy Dalton had a 10-year career, made the playoffs like 4 to 5 years, I think, at least. And people
Yeah, I
are
think it was
saying
like
that, people are saying like, what can he help a team with in any way? It was like, well, he's a smart guy who made the playoffs a lot. That's kind of something that can help a team, I think,
Yeah.
in some way. Like, people act like he's done, and he's not old, right?
No.
I mean, he's 32, 33 maybe.
Fairly, yeah. I mean, he's fairly, you set the
Bob.
point where you can visibly see that the arm strength is digressing.
Oh yeah, he never had a good arm to begin with, and he's aging with the injuries, and I'm sure the broken thumb never healed up right either. Please don't say you're drinking White Claw.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Robbie, go off.
You want a coloring book?
When you have free booze in your house, you have free booze in your house.
Yes, free booze is free booze. You won't catch one of them.
Robbie had a moment last stream when he saw someone drinking White Claw on stream. Did not work out.
Dude, who the fuck was that? I don't know.
That was his friend. That was his roommate, I think. But yeah, you just saw a White Claw his roommate was drinking, and you had some opinions on that choice of beverage.
I went in. I don't remember what I said, but I was highly intoxicated. That's for goddamn sure.
You can see there's 3 empty bottles like right behind me right here.
He's like, I've been working. He's like, don't worry. Speaking of which, how has your quarantine and chill been, Nick?
It's been goofy, man. It's been real goofy. It sucks like not being able to work, not being able to bartend. I haven't been going to the grocery stores with clients or anything because it's just fucking chaos. There's like nothing to buy. Nobody wants to go out and about. There you go, Jake. I see you. Was that a bottle of Henny?
It was probably whiskey, knowing him, or scotch.
Damn. Oh, he's a Scotch guy. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been weird. Like, I haven't gone grocery shopping with clients. Like, even when I do go grocery, I've been going sparingly, and there's like nothing to buy. Everybody is just chaotically just stocked up on like random like dry and box goods and stuff like that.
Yeah. Everyone was like, why didn't anyone buy all the produce that's gonna boost their immune system? Like, because they're locked in the house for 2 weeks, it's gonna go bad.
Yep. That's why you gotta buy certain stuff, freezers. If you got a deep freezer, buy, like, I was telling people that I know that like were asking me for advice or like working out from home and stuff like that. Like, buy nutrient rich shit. If you have a deep freezer, freeze some shit. Buy milk, freeze some shit. Like, use something for like 2 days, starts to go, freeze it, thaw it out, cook that shit up, or cook it beforehand and then freeze some shit. But yeah, even I didn't go to the grocery store for like, because I didn't take it seriously at first. Like everybody else, I kind of was just like, oh, this is gonna blow over, it's gonna die out. Then I saw everybody buying out toilet paper and like buying out all these like dry food goods in the middle of the grocery store. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get my ass to the store. Went there and was just like, holy shit, everything's gone.
Dude, yeah. Like, at first I was like, kind of thinking about stuff. I was like, well, fuck, I survived Y2K and nothing happened. But then it slowly started to like I think like the military veteran in me clicked, and I was like, smells like martial law's coming.
Yeah.
Like I just started to freak the fuck out, and then like I didn't freak out, but I was like my wife, she was at the grocery store. She was like, "What do you want me to grab?" I was like, "Everything, just grab it all, like grab it all." And she was like, "What do you mean? Like, what's going on?" Like I'm like, "Look, these are the steps of how this shit works. It's gonna be this step, this step, this step. We're gonna be locked in for this many weeks, and the next thing you know, fucking crime is gonna go up." And then she was like, "Oh, so we're in that type of situation." I'm like, "Yep, pretty good."
I've been seeing more of the old boys out, man.
Yeah.
Blurbs. I've been seeing a lot more of them out, man. Every couple of streets, like riding through like main roads in Cleveland.
Trying to keep y'all inside.
Yep. I heard they haven't rolled it out yet, but I heard there might be a curfew, like a fined curfew that they're gonna roll out eventually. if things
So-
keep popping off.
What's there a curfew for, right? Everything's closed anyways all day.
Yeah, but like they're kind of those like like if you're out and about, like you're not doing anything good. It's like the like nothing good after midnight type deal. Like there's nothing to do. Like why are you out? I think they're gonna start
Right.
enforcing a curfew.
I mean,
Like,
they're spraying the
like I
streets.
mentioned-
I would not want to be out there. They're
Oh,
spraying
no.
everything in sight.
like I mentioned, I'm a type of personality type. So we're like, I occasionally, on a Friday night, we get done with Rumboyz After Dark. I may head out, and we'll get done with Rumboyz After Dark like 9, 10 p.m. some nights here. I don't like the idea of there being a curfew. Like, there's shit that you can go and do at night, It's a weird time, and like, it's pretty. One thing that's pretty dope is like my son doesn't really fucking get what's going on. So like he's just playing, like having a good time. Like I could somehow like sometimes see where like he gets it. Like he's like, yo, this shit sucks.
Yo, man, it is hella weird, man. I usually don't drink from home unless I'm like pre-gaming to go out. Like, and it's so weird to not go and work and bartend and it's fucking weird, man. I don't like it. It's so weird to drive through the city at like 9 o'clock and everything's just dark. It's like, what the fuck?
Bro, yeah, that is crazy. Like, have you seen like the photos of like Las Vegas, where like the Las Vegas Strip is completely just, dude, not a tweaker in sight.
Even the tweakers are like, fuck that. I'm gonna go underground in the fucking what are they called? In the fucking drains. They're all hanging out underneath the city.
Dude, exactly. Like bro, do you know how serious the situation is when the strip clubs close down? When hoe is no longer life, you gotta worry. Yeah. By the way, everyone, I hope that you all are making great life choices with who your doomsday partner is. If you have someone that can cook, you're in good position. If you have someone with ammo, you're in good position. If you have someone that can hunt together, you're in good position. But if you're surrounded by someone that just really has nothing to fucking offer during this time, reconsider.
I've been looking at some of my homies like, what the fuck? Like they're still like busy on Tinder. Like, I don't want to be like quarantine and chill, like trying to have these thoughts. I'm like, dude, the fuck are you doing, dude? Like,
this is the last
establish a relationship with somebody, like your ass gonna be lonely. Like, stay the fuck in.
Exactly. Like, this is the last time you're trying to clap cheeks. Like, learn about yourself. Read a book. Do something.
So Nick, wait, are you in the service industry then? Like, you said bartending and stuff?
Yeah. I work a day job, but I bartend now too.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
That's
So you're getting paid that like
different
$3.15 an hour or whatever it was now?
Yeah, I make $4.30 plus tips, but I do good tips wise, so I don't complain.
So you're making yeah, that's awful. I don't know what people who rely on that full time can actually function.
It's all the tips, man. It really is all the tips. It's about just like being like, I love bartending because I'm extroverted. Like I talk and vibe with anybody, but like that's what it's all about, is like just vibing and like having a conversation with somebody and getting those tips. That's how you make your money in the service industry.
I mean, I worked in it too. I'm just wondering how what they're doing, because there's people that are living on that, only that. So I don't know what they're doing with that $4 an hour.
Yeah, like day job turned like away, like shut down. They're like, hey, figure it out. They and the places I bartend at said like get on unemployment, but like I own my own business, so like I don't qualify. Like,
yep.
As like a nutritionist and a consultant, like I can't just hop on that shit.
Yep, it fucking sucks. By the way, day 8 of quarantine, and I walked in my kitchen and damn near made a scroll because of how locked up they got me feeling over here. For those of y'all that don't know what a scroll is, talk to any friends that you may have had. Talk to your badass uncles, any friends that have spent some time. Hey man, can I hit your rod in that microwave? Not putting your food in here with mine, motherfucker.
Yeah,
no,
this has been really weird. But I do want to dip back because I want to make a point when we were talking about that last topic with who the Patriots should go at quarterback wise. If you guys are trying to dip back into sports,
Oh, go ahead, man. Yeah, for sure.
I think the only guy. I think I heard a network analyst talk and make this point, and I see it. I forget who. Might be. But the only guy I think that can step into Brady's shoes and like handle that pressure and become the quarterback of the Patriots, that has like the right attitude and like the certain level of ego and like to not give a fuck, to like actually like not have that crush him, because I feel like Dalton, it would fuck with him. Like you almost want to be the guy after Brady. Like you don't want to be the next guy after Brady. I think the only guy in the NFL right now, only guy in the draft process, only guy period playing NFL football that can actually handle that stress is a guy that won MVP and got drafted #1 overall and won a national championship. Cam Newton, in my opinion, is the only guy that could handle stepping into Brady's shoes.
Nigga, please.
No, that's the only guy I think right now. Anybody else would have a learning curve, and there would be some stress there. Like, I'm filling in for the GOAT. Cam wouldn't give a fuck. Cam would be, I'll win my way, I'll figure it out. Him and Belichick would kind of clash because of Cam's ego.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying. Based off of who's available right now with what they could rock with in New England. Just off of who's available right now.
Yeah, that's the only guy, in my opinion, that wouldn't like get rattled mentally with stepping into those shoes.
Connor Burke, you are in love with Joe Flacco a little bit too hard on that comment there. Way too much. No, I could second that. I could see that. I thought they were going to make a push for Cam, but I think that Cam is probably too mobile for Belichick's playbook. I think he just moves around a little too much for Belichick's style.
Yeah, but like my point with that is like the mental game. Like like in combat sports, in sports in general, like you don't have the mental game. Like you lose the mental game, you decide to take an L before the game. Like you will get that L. Like you will count yourself out. Like you will fuck yourself. You will get in your own head. So Cam, in my opinion, is the only guy that could actually handle that and wouldn't have those issues. I think everybody else would have a steep learning curve and have those issues.
Yo, I don't know whose eyebrows that might be is
Flacco's eyebrows? That was a meme a few years ago. Flacco had some really weird eyebrows.
Oh, yo, he did. He had fucking caterpillars, dog.
The thing with Newton there, I think it's a very good short-term solution. I think in every possible way, Belichick wants to find a guy from the draft, whether it's Stidham or somebody else this year, to replace Brady. And set him up and retire. Make the playoffs one time with him and be like, I could find my own guy. I mean, I think he wants to replace Brady in a way of like, I drafted the replacement for Brady. I think there's an ego there where he wants to find his own guy. And passed on to McDaniels and be like, we kept it going without Brady. Me, McDaniels, and I figured it out. We know what was the right choice, and we found the guy to keep it going for longer. Whether it's bad this year or not, they're going to give Stidham a shot. They're probably going to give a draft next year or this year
or bring back
shot. Yeah, I think they're going to give him a shot and be like, I can find a guy that I drafted and make you a good quarterback. It was me partially. It wasn't all Brady. I think there's still ego there.
Yeah, and I called it that Brady was going to leave. I called it that like the two of them were going to have beef, and they wanted to know, each other wanted to know for themselves and towards each other. Mm-hmm. In like the legacy and the GOAT conversation, who really made the Patriots. That's why I think, like, I love it that Brady was like the first guy to leave on his terms and was like, look, I'm not going to let you backdoor me when you don't think that I got it anymore. I'm just going to fucking do it now and say peace. But I agree with you on, I think, Stidham being the guy. I've been like high on him. Like, I know he had his issues at Baylor, but like,
trying to be the guy. You're going to give him a chance. I'm not saying he's going to dominate. They're going to give him a chance. I
think they're going to give him a solid chance. And I hope, like, the best for him, too, because, like, when they drafted him, like, they're getting a guy there, like, I've kind of always been a partial believer of him because I like Auburn a little bit. And he suffered some fucked up, like, he had some bad times, some bad experiences at Baylor, and then transferred out and went to Auburn. I thought he was halfway decent. I thought it was serviceable. He was a very good game manager. He put them in positions to win. He did make some plays when needed. And when I saw the Patriots draft, I'm like, oh shit, that's a guy that they could really mold into somebody. But I think it really says something and why I think the Patriots would be looking elsewhere. I could see partially, you guys know how I look at everything 360 and with perspective and other angles and stuff. I can see that and I give credit and credence to that. But also, take in mind, I think it was second or third preseason game this past year. Stidham was fucking up, and in the fourth quarter they yanked him and they put Brady back in the fourth quarter of the preseason game. Because they're like, this dude can't do it right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that worries me is Belichick living so high at the pinnacle of the NFL that you got to now teach a young guy again. I mean, you're at 6, 7 years old in this game. You know, it's almost like me working with my fucking son's schoolwork. Today, I almost flipped over all of this stuff. Like, bro, I was like, why are you being asked these questions in kindergarten, bro? But then I realized that it was a placement test. And then I found out that there was questions from all grades. And I didn't feel as stupid. Because, fuck, I'm not smart in a 5th grader. But yeah, you know, so I think that Belichick's going to deal with a little bit of that, where it's like, damn, I got to remember my days with the Browns again. You know,
yeah, Giants, Jets, Browns, whatever, and just I have to be a defensive guy and really be a assistant head coach in McDaniels with me as the main head coach. Yeah, it's kind of really like that. It's like a Parcells with McDaniels now.
Yeah, you lost Kyle Van Noy on the defense.
Man, $50 million though. I would never have paid him $50 million. That is crazy.
Yeah,
but again, the coordinator is friends with Van Noy personally. Is now the head coach in Miami, so I get it. They know each other really well, so. But no one else is paying him that. Good for him. But guys, think about this. What is the plan here? Because everyone's like, okay, McDaniels didn't seem interested in the Cleveland job. He kind of went off in his own way. He didn't. I mean, it was like he's going to go back to New England. Did he know this was going to happen, and did he know he was the guy in waiting to rebuild the Patriots?
It's the same thing with the enemy. He's not ready to leave. He knows that he's not ready to leave, so he's not leaving.
I just think he's looking for that to find his guy and be the next Belichick, get his quarterback, and keep going another run. I really do. I think he knew Brady was leaving as well.
I think he knew. I think he had a feeling, but to me, McDaniel seems like one of those guys that he tried it out alone. He tried it out in Denver. Kind of worked partially. Like Tebow led them with miracle comebacks and got them to the playoffs. They had that win against Pittsburgh that year in the wild card round. But it fizzled out quick. Like that honeymoon phase was accelerated there, and he kind of was known as a lame duck coach there. To me, I think he seems like the type of guy that'll ride it out as a coordinator for a couple more years or permanently because he's comfortable there. He's not willing to step out and be that head coach role again. I think he's kind of hesitant to that because
he's the coach in waiting. Belichick said he's the next coach of the Patriots. Guaranteed. He is the official head coach in waiting, has been so for a very long time. So he's getting the job. It's just, I don't know when. Belichick's 68 years old. I don't know if he wants to keep doing it, but.
See, I could even see some just young, really fucking motivated defensive coordinator come in and take over that. Hey, Josh, we had you as this role, but this guy, he really gets it. He is coordinator. Slide back. I could really see that. I could see I think Belichick's son, who's I think their secondary coach or safeties coach, I could really see him being molded and groomed. And then one day there being that well, Josh, you're good. You've been my coordinator for a while. I know I told you this, but I'm gonna give it to I forget what the fuck his kid's name is, Scotty or something. We're gonna give it to him. Or this next up and coming defensive coordinator, young mind.
Really quick, I want to shout out Nick O'Brien. He had won one of the giveaways from Super Bowl Sunday. Took us a minute with everything happening with the Corona and stuff. We had to figure out shipping, but we got it taken care of on our last shipment. Got his Pirate Gang hoodie. I think everyone this week should have gotten all their shit that from this last shipment. So Yep, Jake got his. I got mine. Hold up. Hey, Nick. Nick, check this one out. Hold on. Hey, some people play Dungeons and Dragons. But real men play fantasy football with the Rumboyz.
Hell yes, I like that.
Hell yeah. I don't know if y'all are able to see the back or not, but this one is one of my favorites because it's a front and a back with this shirt. So yeah, make sure you head to rumboyz.com. Check it out. We got a lot of lit gear. It's official. It's official like a referee with a whistle. But yeah, back into the sports talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to shout the man's out. He got his shit.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, and that's some sick shit, man. Yo, on the subject of fantasy football, real quick, because I did not see. Who did you grab with your pick in the Battle of the Pins? You went Sutton, didn't you?
I think I went Sutton, yeah. I can't remember. I could have sworn I went Sutton.
Damn, you've been quarantining hard. Remember that pick was like yesterday.
Dude, it's so my days are starting like
You went Sutton. You went Sutton.
He went Sutton. All right.
You always go Sutton as well. I knew you would the second it was brought up.
Yeah, did I made that pick on stream, didn't I?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I made that pick on stream. No, now you got me checking it. You just made me open up my other laptop over here.
No, it was definitely Sutton. It was Sutton Anderson, right? And I think you picked Sutton. I'm actually 99% sure you picked Sutton.
I want to say too. My laptop is dead.
Oh no! Fuck no! It
What?
picked for me. I didn't put it in.
Who did it pick?
Yo, what the fuck? It picked Deshaun Watson.
You picked him in the third. Bro. You better hit up Schmitty and be like, that's not who I wanted to pick.
Yo, I'm literally putting a comment right now. I'm like, oh fuck no.
Bro, I don't mean to laugh.
Bro,
while you're doing that, I just want to say what's up to the Rum family. My computer's dead as fuck, so I can't see chat, but hope all y'all are doing well.
Yeah, oh hell no. No, I definitely did not make that pick.
Dude, that's comedy. That's fucking comedy.
And it said pick made based off of ADP. Motherfucker, whose ADP puts Watson in a third fucking round?
Whoever that one dude on ESPN is.
Juju or Gurley, because those were like number 1 and 2 on ADP. That's hilarious. I would have died if they gave you Gurley. I would have fucking died. I was waiting for you to say, gave me Todd fucking Gurley.
Yo, this is fucking bullshit.
Oh my god, I would have died. At least Watson's Watson though. Like if you can't get that fixed, like he's probably gonna have a decent year. Oh, actually, never mind. No more Nuke. He's fucked.
I don't like. I'm not for fantasy purposes. That's not. I go quarterback way fucking later than that. Like I'm like way later on the quarterback spectrum. I'm like fucking calm down in here, dog. Like
yeah, no, I thought last year you got one in like the 8th or 9th.
Bro, yeah, I think like the 10th. It's like the 10th. Like I don't go QB early. Like who the fuck?
Yo, good thing I said something. You'd have came back for your 4th round pick and be like, what the fuck?
I legitimately fucking selected Cortland Sutton.
Yo, my shit was tripping, man. Like, I only saw certain guys there for my 3rd round pick. I wanted to go Cooper Kupp, but like it wasn't showing them up. I think it's because I was on mobile and that shit just kind of blows sometimes. But I picked Diggs because I knew you would want to go Sutton. I didn't want to get the same guys as you. I know we both got Henry. And I think he's just going to have a good year. I think that's going to be Josh Allen's safety valve all year. But
yeah,
I saw Kupp was back up. So, like, I pre-selected to take Kupp for next round. I'm like, fuck yeah, you're giving me my boy.
Bro,
So now that we're on the conversation about Allen, he brought up, what do you think Diggs will do with a heavy running offense?
I think he'll be the safety valve. I think he'll be the third down just guy. And also too, like Josh Allen's play style, like that threat to run, like they should run like slant and goes or like not always goes because like his deep accuracy, like he can fucking throw it a fucking mile, but it's not always
78
accurate.
yards off one knee or something stupid.
Yeah, but it's not always accurate. It doesn't always get there with him.
It's yeah.
But
I mean,
he
obviously
he is like he's got a strong arm and he can fit in those windows. Like I would want to see them almost run like a West Coast style and like have him be a threat to run like he already is, but like a lot of like slants and drags and in and outs and kind of like you're not supposed to do it, but like rub routes, like kind of just get people confused, like a couple people going different ways. And you got smoked on Brown. Like I think that's a killer combination. I think Diggs is gonna really benefit from it.
I'm just trying to keep my fucking comments to myself with this fucking situation right now. No, like I'm looking
like Amari Cooper. I don't know. Like, what if Dak does hold out? Like, what if there's some bum at quarterback? I'm not trusting Amari Cooper to get his. Plus, Amari Cooper, like, I'm a Raiders fan too. Like, Raiders fan, Raiders shit right behind me. He was a bum. Like, he shut himself down. I've never seen in my entire time watching football, like, a guy, like, quit time and time over again. He quit at Alabama when it got too hard and he was locked up against a good defender. He quit when he was here in Oakland when they weren't winning and he just got paid and, like, everything should have been kumbaya and cool. He turned into a fucking full-on lightweight bitch. And he did the same thing last year, like, I think in, like, game 15. He was getting locked down. I think it was against the Eagles. He was getting locked down by, like, Mills, and he just, like, took himself out of the game.
I will defend him at Bama. He had Blake Sims as quarterback.
True.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
So
that's pretty fucked.
You had a converted like wide receiver at quarterback. Not a fan of that as a player. And you had Lane Kiffin. Literally every play was directed to you, so he was full speed. So if you're tired, keep running full speed. If you don't get open, keep running full speed down the field till we find you open.
Bro,
oh my god!
Lane Kiffin is like football age.
Fucking pissed.
Am I right, Robbie? Lane Kiffin is football AIDS. Are you with that?
Don't tell
Fucking
where'd he go to? Mississippi State?
After being at goddamn
Which school was he in Mississippi? Was he Mississippi State or the other or Ole Miss? One of the two.
I don't know.
He's one of the two schools.
Bro, a bunch of dumbasses who legitimately fucking picked Deshaun Watson early. A bunch of dumbasses legitimately picked Deshaun Watson early. And I am literally trying to convince, like, yo, I will drop this motherfucker right now. Right now, when you can give me Cortland Sutton still on the board.
That's fucked, man. That's
Bro,
fucked. I'm down on Hopkins for this year. Losing Nuke, that's big.
Who would ever want
Watson,
to...
you mean, right? You don't have Watson, right?
Did I say Watson?
Yeah.
You said Hopkins.
Yeah, you did. You said Hopkins.
My bad. Yeah, Watson. I'm down on him now.
Like, who the fuck would ever pick this John fucking Watson in the third round when you have Kyler Murray available? Like, what fucking sense does that make, period?
Yo, but some of them guys probably did pick him before that trade went down. And if so, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Like, they had to have been losing their shit when they saw that trade go down.
Yo.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly, yeah. I was on fucking stream saying fucking Sutton.
That's fucked, man.
And, like, I made the fucking pick on shit. Like, I put it in, and I was like, yeah, guys, we're gonna fucking go and pick Cortland Sutton. And, like...
All right. I'll tell you what, if it comes around for mine next time...
Well, Robbie, Rum knows best.
No.
It might work out for you.
No. There's no way to fucking fix it, Nick. I've had problems being in this goddamn league the whole goddamn time.
Dude, that's fucked, man.
That's why I'm just reserving my fucking words.
Around to me.
I'm reserving my words. I'm like, yo, fix it. I'm like, fucking pick this shit.
If it comes back around to me, we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure I picked like 4 before you again. You can probably see it better on the computer. See if there's like multiple copies of Sutton. See if there's multiple copies of Cup. If there's multiple copies of Cup and there's like one of Sutton, I'll pick Sutton. You take Cup at your spot. We'll flip them. And if not, if it doesn't work and there's only like one of them, I'm probably gonna go with Cup if there's only like one of each of them. I'm sorry to do that, but
I mean, yeah, no, we had this fucking planned out. Like, who the fuck picks Deshaun Watson in the 3rd round?
Apparently you.
dude, that's fucked up, man.
That's screwed up, man.
Pick made based off of ADP. Who's fucking ADP? Who's ADP? Like, bro, I watch fantasy shows. I've checked out fantasy shows. So when did the fantasy pros ever have fucking Deshaun Watson in the 3rd round?
Robbie, I don't mean to be a smartass, but ADP would probably be all day Adrian Peterson.
Wow. Average draft position, for those that are wondering what I'm saying with ADP.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. You should pour a shot. You already got it in your hand.
I'm pouring this fucking fuck it. Oh, so lucky I gotta share this bottle with this fucking with my wife, because I would have took his
I'll join you, brother. I'll join you in this one. And Nick will sip his White Claw.
Dude, it's already gone. This shit's fucking like water. It's like
he crushed that White Claw.
Water. It's done.
Quarterback in the fucking 3rd round. What ADP does that?
Well,
bro, that's fucked up.
Hold on. I'm typing in that league chat, so I'm about to be like, your ADP is on drugs. Hang on, it says.
We're gonna clip this, Robbie. That's why we're chilling back here. We're gonna clip this one.
I hope that someone does fucking clip this. I need the clip sent to me.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I know for a fact though, if it happened to me, you'd be dying. Kiki hot.
No, no. If it would happen to you and I were the commission, I'd be flipping that around because I'd be like, yeah, no, I know this guy better than that.
Yeah, no. I know if you were committed, you would, but you would be laughing for a couple of seconds. Like, you did what? Oh, that's comedy, bro. But I'm sorry, man. That's fucked up.
I just put it in the group chat. I was like, your ADP is on drugs. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls want to do. Never a fucking quarterback in the 3rd round. We don't do QB early on this show, bro. Bro, and I felt like when that pick was made, like whoever put that pick in, like that clearly had to be something done like out of like, I'm gonna fuck with you. That's for like, I'm gonna fuck with you. Because everyone knows that I preach not QB early. Everyone knows.
How pissed would you would have been if it went Gurley, though?
Oh, I'd be so pissed.
It could have been Juju.
Because then I would have had 3 picks with 3 running backs, so now I'm even more pissed.
Yeah.
I would have ended up with Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, and I didn't go with the receiver in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Like, I've drafted the same fucking way for 3 years. Like, I could understand if I was like some fucking newbie, like,
dude, some dude did take with like I think the 81st. He literally took Lamar with the 81st pick.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I know. I saw someone take Lamar, bro. Some dumbass took fucking Chris Carson in the 3rd round.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Well, I just got my venting on like who. Like, are you serious? Like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. And then I'm reading, and apparently I'm not the only person that this is happening to. Apparently, the person that's about to be up to pick, if it goes off of ADP, his pick is James Windhurst. Who the fuck is James Windhurst?
What the fuck? That's insane, dude. Thank God I got my guy. Like, up to this point, like, knock on wood, dude. Fucking do not fuck me, league. I'm trying to win that shit. I'm trying to bring it home for the family, man. Don't fuck me. Yo, but that's fucked up, man. Hey, but to get back, I don't know if you guys covered it. When Jay comes back, we'll say something to him. But to get off of fantasy football, who's your guys' fantasy or free agency so far, winners and losers?
Yeah, I was about to get into that here next. Hang on,
dude. Telepathy, dog.
Because fucking one of Pat Mayo's boys wants to talk shit. Rumboyz Watson definitely bugged big time downgrade without Hopkins. Nah, bitch, switch my pick. I'm not being friends with no one right now. Everyone is a fucking enemy right now. Switch my fucking pick.
Yeah, that's fucked, dude. They make you keep that. That's fucked. Because I remember even like looking through like the about league, like when I first like joined in, and I was just like learning the server and like trying to figure some shit out. It said it was like let Smitty know or commissioner know or like somebody, yeah, if a pick is fucking foul or like if it's a missed pick. That's fucked.
Yeah.
But for real, if it comes around the next round, you still want, because I don't think everybody is hip to Sutton. I feel like me, you, other people are like privy and like they really see like a sleeper aspect in for this year. I'm
rolling me a fucking badass one. Let's get into free agency winners and losers. And I'm gonna be rolling one after fucking fantasy football winners and losers.
Cannon, dog.
Dude, I just need to medicate and I just need to not think about it. Yeah, fantasy football winners and losers. So for the winners, wow, not fantasy football. We start talking about fantasy and then boom. But for winners, for NFL free agency, the Arizona Cardinals, they did their damn thing. Getting DeAndre Hopkins for dirt cheap, surrounding Kyler with an extra weapon. I put them in the thumbnail for a reason. And also, I want to piss off Bill O'Brien every time that he's going to have to see this fucking face. The shit that he said, make sure you guys head to Rumboyz.com, check out Miles' article. The shit that Bill O'Brien said, not cool, not with it. So, yeah, I got to go with the Arizona Cardinals for the W there. As for a big free agency loser, for me, I gotta roast my own team right here. I mean, we went completely B-list. Like, we went completely B-list all the way across the board. Logan Thomas, J.D. McKissick, Kendall Fuller, who was already a former
Logan Thomas of Vautech.
Yeah, the tight end.
Mm-hmm. / try to be quarterback. Yeah, I remember him. Did not know he was a 10 end, actually. Just learned he was still playing football.
He played with the Bills last year, but he was like 3rd or 4th in the depth chart.
He was with the Lions and then the Bills. Yeah, and when he was with the Lions, he cleaned Ryan Kerrigan's clock. Like, go watch that footage, and it's kind of fucking nasty how he hit Ryan Kerrigan. He's just a blocking tight end. I feel like we signed a bunch of practice bodies, to be honest.
Yeah. He made a mistake leaving school early to be a quarterback. Should have changed positions and come back for his senior year.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly. I think that's what happened.
Who's the one team that like looking at it could be great for him?
What?
Fuck it, my bad. I got my shit on a stand in my head.
I thought your laptop just like snapped in half on stream and you put it back together. That would have been actually hilarious.
What's your guys like? I got some winners, I got some losers, but like, what's a team that like could really turn it around with like their like the things that they built, like how they set themselves up? I got the Jaguars as like it could be boom or bust. Like 12 picks now, they could be straight up ass and suck. But that division has become weaker. Like you got Phillip Rivers throwing fucking medicine balls. and the Texans just got shitty.
The Jaguars are fantasy football free agency, or not. Fuck, I need to stop saying that. They're free agency sleepers. Like, the fact that they loaded up on so many picks between this year and next year is astronomically insane. And the fact that you like just how dangerous that could be. Now, you would never want to do this as a GM, have that many picks, draft all of them, because now you have a bunch of guys that have never met each other before, never played on a team with each other before, and they're all just young as fuck. You don't want that. But that you can cash in on a lot of talent. You can cash in on a lot of talent. My problem with Jacksonville is having that many picks. Even if you cash in on 70% of those picks, right? So let's say you trade about 2 or 3 of them away out of the 9 or 10 that they have between the next 2 years. You got to be careful what rounds you're dealing away. And also you have to make sure that you are farming the talent that you currently have. And that's what worries me about Jacksonville. I don't worry about them farming a guy like Gardner Minshew. Minshew has his own moxie, his own swag. He's a Jacksonville guy through and through. He just embodies that situation. But I worry about the training staff down there and the facilities managers and so on and so forth. Things behind the scenes that we don't get to see on a day-to-day that involve player development. And that's what worries me in Jacksonville is player development.
Yeah, I agree. I can see it as being like boom or bust, but like I don't have them in with losers or winners. For winners, like I really, really like what Arizona did. I like what my Browns did. I love what my Raiders did. Like I feel like the Browns got nitty ditty like blue collar options. Like
we stole Conklin. I don't know how
we
managed
Conklin. You didn't even pay him what he's worth. Like you stole Conklin. And
you know what's great though? He'll be 28 after that deal. 28 after the contract's up.
Yeah, and I think he'll come back because like
they're gonna pay him year 2 probably.
Dudes. And now we got 3 studs on the line, and we're probably gonna draft one with the first pick. So like you could have 4 possible studs on the offensive line.
What I want to bring up?
Hey man, what line do you like in the draft, dude? I mean,
what tackle do I like?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm between Thomas and Dwarfs. I don't know. Like, Becton's a
they may be there. It's close.
But like, I don't know how Becton will be in the NFL against other grown men, not just college athletes.
So J Love, he brought up the Rams and Falcons because of the fact that they put themselves. The Rams and Falcons, the reason why I didn't mention either of them is just because we foresaw that they were going to eventually be free agency losers because of the amount of money. And part of that is their fault because they caved into that situation. But, all right, guys, we are one of the only sports – really quick before I say this, I just want you guys to know that we are one of the only sports channels, one of the only sports media companies, legitimate, official business license operating sports media companies still operating. All right. So before I say this, I just want you guys to know that I love you and I love your jobs. Okay. But the media, we kind of played a role, and this kind of goes back to what we talked about at the very beginning of the show about the running back market being broken following this whole Gurley situation. The Rams and Falcons caved into us, the media. They know as NFL owners, history repeats itself. They know how to pay and what not to pay and so on and so forth. They listen to our stupid asses and the pressure that we were putting on them during that time period about a year or two ago, about 3 years ago. Excuse me. And with that being said and with that being stated, I feel like we, especially with the Rams leaving St. Louis, going to LA, having Gurley, bringing in Goff getting him a Super Bowl. We did a lot of that narrative that forced that narrative for them to spend money. So I don't know if.
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't consider them like losers just because, like, no first-round picks for 4 years, salary cap hell. Like, I saw it coming. And the same with the Falcons. Like, as soon as they lost that Super Bowl, being up by 20-25, like, knew it was all fucking downhill from there. Like, I knew it would just not end well.
Yeah.
My losers though, a free agency, like looking at it like objectively, I got the Giants because they overpaid. Like they fucking brought back Quentin Williams on a tag, way overpaid them. They overpaid mediocre linebackers and Fackrell and Martinez. They didn't go out there. They didn't get a Conklin. I think they're now forced. Their hand is forced to go get a lineman and protect Daniel Jones. I think the Cowboys lost big time because they just lost so much depth and all their guys went other places. The Texans, obviously, Hop and what Bill O'Brien's doing, like that's a ghost organization now. They got more holes than Miami had through this whole past season next year. Last year, this upcoming year, they will have more. And the Patriots. Like you lost your franchise leading guy and you lost the GOAT. Like I don't know if they're gonna bounce back.
So for the fans out there that don't
Nick, you missed one by the way. The Texans took on a bad running back contract and signed a benched safety for the Browns who was like one of the worst defenses in the league last year.
Yeah, Eric Murray, like and I don't
you
know.
You took on a bad safety.
They brought Brian Mitchell as receiver. They brought in like Brian Mitchell as a fucking receiver for 1 year for a place Cobb.
And Cobb. I think Cobb's about done, but like he is going to be filled into that. He's going to be the guy there. I think Cobb would have been better off as like a complimentary guy, like a slot guy, a fourth option, like to a running or a wide receiver core that's already like solid. Like I think a Cobb thrown in with Tampa Bay would have been great. Like. You let Evans and Goodwin and like let your guys eat, and you just throw them in there as a third or fourth here and there. And like how Humphries used to be for him, like a compliment. But
for those that are listening to our show, that I know on YouTube everyone speaks football, and sportscaster everyone speaks football. Twitter. A couple of you guys speak football, some of you guys concern me sometimes. Just being quite frankly honest, especially when I dealt with the whole Baker shit today. I mainly worry about
charity. It's bad moves.
I mainly worry about our listeners that are our audio listeners, Spotify, and so on and so forth, because like a lot of those guys that are finding out about us through there are new. Guys, equate this to that part in episode 1. When Jar Jar Binks, or maybe it's episode 2 in Star Wars, where Jar Jar Binks is reigning over the fucking Imperial Empire, and picture Bill O'Brien as Jar Jar Binks. Lisa going to loser this season. Hopkins, gonna.
He's about as intelligent as Jar Jar too.
So, Tell me, I agree with trading him because you have to pay Watson, but why that deal? Why?
The first meme that I thought of, the first GIF or GIF, whatever the fuck you call it, when I heard that Bill O'Brien was pretty much dismantling this team from within the inside, it reminded me of the Jar Jar Binks Star Wars theory, where Jar Jar was sabotaging the Jedi to work for the Sith. Tell me these two storylines, one in sports and one in pop culture, don't match up.
Yeah, you cannot tell me in any way that he, again, I agree with trading him, it makes sense. You had to. But
and the pickup of Eric Murray is fucked. Like
but here's the thing. You can't tell me you gave him the fair chance to shop him and get the best deal when that's what you get. He took the first offer he heard. There is no way he actually shopped him properly. Again, get rid of him. You had to. You have to pay your quarterback. But that's the deal you took. You did not try to trade him to other teams. You took the first thing you heard and got rid of him.
Yeah.
I think he was just mad he didn't want to deal with it and got rid of him the first thing he could.
Yeah.
Bro.
And you have the Patriots already predicted.
Like I said, I'm definitely
Let's not go personalized, man. Come on, we don't do that.
no, I definitely encourage everyone to
I'm kidding, but this is not.
And check out Miles' article, Miles Peacock's article on the whole Texas situation. He goes very, very in depth. Like, I thought that what Michael Irvin had to say around the situation was something, but seeing how deep and how much research Miles did and went into this piece, and then when I started, checking up on things and like I started hearing other things, I started hearing other developments come out. It's like, yo, this man got that fucking far into this piece and researched that much. It's really good reporting. It's really good sport. It's a prime example of what good sports journalism and the investigative side of sports journalism is. I encourage you guys to check it out. The brother did his thing. One of the hotter pieces that we've dropped this week. We dropped a lot of pieces. Connor Burke dropped a Kenneth Murray piece. Yo, that Kenneth Murray piece blew the fuck up today. I want to shout out Connor Burke. He pushed like almost. He's about to hit that 300 view mark on that piece. We gotta keep promoting that joint. Yeah, guys, Rumboyz.com is lit. Any other topics? Like, I feel like I could go a little bit more. I feel like I got some more. The Bills definitely won. The Bills won.
Did great. They did great,
bro. Like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to put this into perspective for people. We're just really quick. Fantasy football, you're on the clock. D-Hop or Stephon Diggs. Who do you choose?
obviously D-Hop.
No, yeah, right. First thought,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
fantasy football, D-Hop.
But Diggs did put, like, you could throw his name in with, like, a lot of other guys that are elevated or a lot of other guys that are.
Yeah, shout out to J Love on his offensive tackle breakdown that we also did a video breakdown of and played film for that premiered yesterday that is on Sportscast exclusively with film attached to the article so you guys can check it out.
I didn't get a chance to peek it yet, but let me guess, J Love, you're going with Thomas as your number one overall tackle.
You gotta check out that one.
I gotta check it out, but I know
Don't spoil it. You can't put it in the chat like that.
Well, I think I know my little homie.
But yeah, no, go ahead, Nick, with what you were continuing to say, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're cool, man. I was just gonna say I agree with Jake that the Murray sign was fucked up. Like, what is the Texans thing? Like, I love the Honey Badger, but like, what's their infatuation with like undersized, like pipsqueaky safeties, and like trying to like plug and play them? But I also want to see if you guys agree with me that the Dallas Cowboys are a partial loser in free agency because of the amount of depth and like talent of their 30 to 54 like that they lost talent in.
Yeah, but I kind of see that I mean, deservingly so or not, I think we all agree that market demands are paying Dak, so you kind of have to kill salary. But
my bad. Fucking responding to this little.
But yeah, I think it hit the point where you got to pay Dak Prescott pretty quick because Prescott's going to demand money. So in the end of it all, it's like I expect them to lose talent. It's just a matter of how much. They kept that O-line, which is huge, and they kept Zeke, which I'm not really a huge fan of. I don't think they should have paid him that money. But again, you kind of have to prepare for the quarterback thing. Same with the Texans. It's just you let them walk and you keep the guys you keep. If they keep Amari, I think it's a decent offseason for the Cowboys. I think that's all you can hope for.
Yeah, I think Amari is going to continue to just count himself out. He's weak, like mentally, man. Like he gets frustrated and just checks out. I think.
But still, man, if he gets paid, he gets paid, and I think they'll pay him. He and Dak
paid him, and he still acted like a bitch made, man. Like,
Amari is good for two things. Okay, and I'm gonna break these two things down for as a wide receiver, and I'm gonna show you guys just how minimal they are in a wide receiver's game. Amari Cooper is a very, very, very good route runner.
Yep.
But he runs. I want to caveat off of that first thing that I'm going to say before I get into the second thing. He runs crisp, clean, fundamental routes. Don't ask the motherfucker to sell a route. Selling a route versus running a fundamental route are two totally, completely different things. Amari Cooper does not sell routes. And if anyone wants to try and convince me that he sells routes,
And it comes down to his 40 time, and I hate to say it, he did not run a great 40. He was not a fast guy.
no, he's a very fundamental, in and out, hips, boom, in and out of his breaks type of guy. The second thing, a problem with Amari's catch probability is that he catches with timing. And what I mean by that is that he catches it on the break of his route. So if it's even if I'm running a 9, okay? So even if I'm running a 9, which is a straight go, all right? He may, when he's anticipating the catch, he's anticipating it, boom, boom, after the break, after I boom, I can turn this 9 into a fade, something else. I can turn it into a lot of different things with this 9 route. But as long as I have that move and I can time it, okay, if I break this guy off, now I know that this is where you can give me the ball. And that's when I am useful. Versus a guy, hell, I'm going to use an example that is at a lesser level, but is more relevant to our closer time period. You look at a guy like Cam Phillips in the XFL, what does Cam do? He catches with his eyes. He's catching with his eyes. Every time that the ball is coming in, it's a photograph that he takes with his eyes, and then he's catching. And that's where I have a problem with Amari Cooper.
Well,
you're not catching with your eyes, and you're not a speed receiver. You're not a speed receiver. And the way that you catch, every receiver catches differently. So some people it catches the catch. No, we actually all, the way that we look a ball in, the way that we place our hands around the ball. I know some people that when they catch the ball, you can hear it when they catch it. It's like, dude, you don't need to fucking be that aggressive to the ball. And it actually reverts. So for some of them, it reverts them to the ball bouncing out of their hands. It's little differences.
Well, I know again, Collinsworth was a good player, and he always said that Amari Cooper moved his hands too soon. Yeah, I saw that.
Mike D, here's with the boys.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I always saw that he was like the guy that would kind of comment. Amari Cooper would move his hands too soon on the route and let the corner react to it when he was open. Mm-hmm. Like he expected the ball, he timed it up and would time up his hand to the ball. And he said he has to go out and dive for that ball. He can't just get a clean catch. He's not that far apart from the defender. He's not going to go run after catch. So he has to wait, make a good tough catch. But if he's 2-3 yards ahead against a faster corner, he can't wait till the ball's 10 yards away and go like this. He has to wait right away to make a tough catch. He's just not the athlete to do that. He's going to have to be the guy that makes the hard catch. Hopkins the same way. He cannot make the tough catch all the time, but it's what he has to do. He is not the speed guy. He makes miracle catches, but he's not going to run a 4.4 on you. So he's done it. I think Hopkins is a much better version of Cooper in terms of how they play.
I agree with that. And looking at Hopkins, he's got that dog. He will go up and get it. When a Cooper came out, everybody's talking about, oh, he's 6'2", he's gonna be a physical guy. He's gonna at the line have physical prowess and push people back and whatever. And he isn't that guy. He's kind of like that guy that everything has to be perfect for him to come down with it.
Just imagine if you had the speed of Watkins and Watson's hand and Hopkins' hands. That'd be, Clemson teammates, but if you could combine that, that would be scary. That'd be Randy Moss level, actually.
That'd be cool.
It's a party.
So let's see what Robbie thinks of this comment. we were talking about how Hopkins is kind of similar to Cooper when it comes to the speed thing. He has to time. He's one of those guys who has to make tough catches, and how Collinsworth used to
But
say like, well,
Hopkins,
Cooper, what he does is when he's open or sees that he has space, he puts his hands up too quick so the corner can react and catch up.
Hopkins catches. Hopkins does so Hopkins catches how I catch. I don't catch with my hands and I don't catch with my body, and I don't catch off of timing. It's literally, I combine a little bit of timing, but it's literally if you put the ball in my line of sight, hands are there. I'm grasping the ball. As long as it's in my ray of vision, and that's how I catch. Hopkins catches that way. Cooper doesn't catch that way. Hopkins has a significantly longer stride than Cooper.
And reach. His reach is scary, and his hands are Shaq hands.
Yeah, he's got flypaper hands, man.
Bro, I notice how I said I catch in line of sight, and I'm 5'10". If Hopkins catches in line of sight as well, and at his size with his wingspan, gosh, the things that you can do with as a quarterback. I'm not comparing myself to Diop. I'm saying that we catch similar. There's different ways that every receiver catches. But one catches his eyes, one catches based off of timing of his route. I could never put the two into the same conversation. I would say that D-Hop is closer to Larry Fitzgerald with the way that he looks the ball at.
I'm with you. Hey, fellas, but I just want to say real quick, my phone's about to die, and the liquor store closes in like 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, quarantine.
I'm gonna go get me some booze, and I just want to say, man, thanks for having me. Good talking with you guys. Family, I can't see you guys in the chat, but with the quarantine, all you guys be safe.
Yes. Run.
Get out of here, fellas.
Hey, be easy, brother. It's been fun. I appreciate you for stopping by for the little bit that you did. Really quick, you as a nutritionist, talk to the people about the corona. What can they do to fucking just stay safe, limit germs, all that good shit, dude?
Basically, just wash your hands, like limit contact. Like I know all of us are like younger, like in our 20s, in our 30s. Some younger, like in their teens. Don't go out. Stay inside. Don't fuck around. Don't go hang out with people and kiki haha. Go to house parties. Like bars are closed. You can still go to house parties. Don't do that. Fucking hang out at home. Stay shacked up with your lady. Have a quarantine girl and just make some good food. And like I said earlier, with the grocery store, buy some nutrient-rich food and freeze it. Like cook it. Make it all up, meal prep for the week, and freeze it. Thaw some shit out, make some microwave meals, and you can just throw in. But go about the healthy way. Keep your immune system boosted. Don't eat crap food like all these people went and bought from the stores. That just has a long shelf life. Like, get your money's worth, even in a fucking quarantine situation.
Yo, use that other food and shit like that, the non-perishable stuff, for if things get real.
It's really, really real. Like they start closing grocery stores.
Like the purge happens. When you hear that alarm, that's a fucked up joke. Dark times that we live in, dark times. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let the homie Nick out of here. Jake, you think you can go a little bit longer? You got a little bit more in you? He's like,
yeah. He's like, got some topics. Let's go.
He's like, I'm so isolated like a motherfucker.
But all right, boys. We'll take care, family.
Hey, I'll be in the Discord, bro.
All right, I'll stop in later and talk with you.
Alrighty, fam.
All right, take care, family. Everybody be easy, all right?
Oh, no, I just drank a piece of weed. Can't do that. Not during these times. Normal circumstances, I'd be like, leave that shit on the floor. It's just a whole 2 grams. Talk it. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this time right now. And I'm gonna drop the link in the Discord. I want to break up the monotony. Y'all want to call in? Y'all want to talk about sports? Instead of y'all, we're gonna treat this like you're calling. We're gonna treat it like this was a calling. Off the Ball podcast. What's good? I see you over on Sportscaster. Hit us up on YouTube too. TCU rocks. What is good? So we are going. I want to hear some stories from you guys. I'm dropping the link in the Discord for the StreamYard. Instead of doing this like we used to do old call-in shows, I don't know if you guys remember. Jake, were you around here for the old call-in days?
I was not.
Yeah, so instead of doing it like the old call-in days where like you would call up to the studio and I'd patch you through like, you know, a fucking cell phone and then
It's
we're
those
gonna
sketchy prank call apps. You just kind of like call this number.
the link is in the Discord. If you're a fan of the show, hopefully you are in the Discord if you're a fan of the fucking show. And I want to get some like coronavirus stories, some quarantine stories. I want to get some.
Let's take on the first one. Let's hope our viewers don't have this.
Right. I mean, if
or their loved ones that don't have it.
Dude, hey, no, for real though. Like, if you have COVID, and you call in, I'm okay with that because that's views, and people need to know your side of the story. But if you want to call in, talk football, you want to talk baseball, I know that we have a serious injury, a serious surgery that's about to take place with Chris Sale. If you want to talk NBA, we got Lakers players, 2 Lakers players that tested positive, 4 Nets players. Everyone in the NBA is testing fucking positive for the coronavirus, but the goddamn Knicks. So we're going to let you guys in. We're going to let you talk. Question is going for a run during these times risky? If you're going for a run during the daytime, I mean, you know, like go for a run during the day. Like if you're gonna walk your fucking dog, like walk your dog, dude.
I mean, I hope not. I do every day, so let's hope I don't catch it. Seeing that random lady across the street and waving at her, you know. If that screws me over,
the lady across the street might just invite you in for a good time. You know what I mean? Good time. Good time.
Dude. I guess don't go for a run if and if you in a spot where you're gonna like see people often or talk to people on a trail. If you're just gonna go in your suburb, you're fine usually. Keep that 7 feet distance, right? Yeah. That's a certain distance right now.
He said, go for a run in your suburb. That was the safest sounding thing that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Hey man, don't go to the trails. Don't go to the set routes. Don't go to the high schools.
Bro, so first time. All right, so story time. My very first time, going on a trail run / like a hike out here in Colorado. Me in my head, I'm thinking, I'm living in Colorado, elevation, healthy lifestyle.
Yada. Don't try to run in Colorado.
So I'm on a trail run, and I run through Palmer Park here in Colorado Springs. If you guys haven't checked out Palmer Park is fucking beautiful. It's amazing. Well, I took a turn on a trail, and I shit you guys not, no cap, because I know Jordan always be thinking that everybody be capping up on here and shit, which was very offensive earlier. Yeah, I'm running on the trail, and I ran into a video shoot. And I didn't run into like an RMR or like guns and a ski mask with an Yves Saint Laurent vest. Like video shoot. Like when I say I ran into a video shoot, like I ran into a video shoot on a trail, and I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, I'm sorry. They're like, oh no, like, it's okay, just keep going. And I'm like, I can't because I can hear you, and it ruined my whole run because I was like, so this is what motherfuckers do in Colorado? Just shoot videos on trails. So if you're trail running, and dude, this was during the day. This was during the broad ass fucking daylight. This is before the coronavirus era. I had just moved here 5 years ago.
Yeah, there was a run I was on a few times where there were people taking like senior pictures like across it, so like they were just blocking off the whole thing. You're like, really? Can I like go around you for 2 seconds? And the photographer's just like, or go around, go around. It was like, screw you, dude. Screw you. But I did. Just because the people probably paid a lot of money by the hour, I was like, I don't want to hold this person up. But
Bro, you know how awkward it is to run through a movie shoot? Like, I almost asked. I was like, can I join? But then I stopped. And I was like, this just isn't the time. This just isn't where I want to be right now. This is not how I want to make a living. It's not how I want to be on TV or the internet. I'm going to head out. But no, let's get some more questions. Let's get some more shit flowing in. Let's get some shit from the topic. Like, let's get some shit from the fans. I want the fans to talk. Jim on the icon's like, whoa! Dude, zero. Shit happens when you party naked here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Well, in this case, when you just run clothes.
what happened with J Love here? What happened?
Oh, because he was like earlier in our Facebook group chat, he was like, yo, stop capping. Because my son, like I said, I was doing like the assessment for my son, and like, bro, the questions just got awkwardly hard. Like, it got to the point to where, like, my son saw, you know, like, not the division sign with the two dots, like the minus joint. You know, like the division sign with like the squiggly and like it goes over the top. Bro, when my son saw that shit pop up on the screen, he looked at me and he's like, Dad. I looked at him and I was like, son.
Yeah. I was watching AJ Hawk and Pat McAfee's stream, and they were joking about that like quarantine, and they're like, oh yeah, I was trying to teach my kids, well, he has like 4 kids, but like they're homeschooling stuff, and I was looking at it, and they're like, oh yeah, how do you do this? Like, here's the answer. It's like, oh, you have to do it a certain way, like this formula is like, I don't care, that's the answer. Like, does it really matter? Like, that's the correct answer. It's like, no, you have to show our work properly. It's like, how do you show your work? I don't know. Well, how can I help you with your homework and make sure you pass this test to get back into school? Because I don't know how your teacher wants the work shown. And this is a problem because they're having kids teach their, or parents teach their kids. It's like, the teachers are doing this. Like, make online lectures or something. Like, why can't they make daily online lectures on the internet and have you show them the presentation, be like, their teacher has an online lecture for you. Here's how you do it. Please help us out.
Part was like, I felt like for a hot second that I was on Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, right?
Oh, I'd fail that one in a minute. Those history questions. And
here's the thing. He was guessing the correct answers for like some of these questions. Like, you know, not the 5 by 958. Like, when we hit that one, that's when like I could have sworn, like, in his mind, I saw him pick up the white flag and throw that bait. And I started wondering to myself, brother, and I'm like, damn, you know, like, is it really this bad? Is it really this hard? And it really is that bad. And it really is that hard on these kids. Because I started trying to help him show his work, at least on like the protracted stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't care." But he literally, I think, like at one point, he waved his hand at me and he was like, "I just know what the answer is."
Showing the work's harder. Like, yeah, showing the work is way harder than actually doing it, because you can't cheat, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. Like there were some of the questions that I felt. There were some that I felt that were advanced. Like, he was trying to break it down. Like, he was like, no, Daddy, it's this for this reason. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, you 5. You know? And he would get them right. And, like, I was sitting there, like, trying to like, break down and show my work. And I'm like, oh, shit, this 5-year-old is right. Like, one of the questions was, like, a subtraction question. He came with, like, 288. It was, like, 500-something, 570 something minus.
Oh yeah, you like scratch out. You put the 1 on top. You add the 1 over.
Like, I don't know. And he didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear nothing about showing them his work.
That's what I do. calculator.
He didn't have a calculator, Jake.
I know. That's the impressive part. Long division. If you showed me long division right now, I'd be like, I'll just no way. You can't do it right
It was stuff like that. Like the stuff like I was trying to like break out and show him was the stuff that he was like, yeah, fuck that. All of it.
Yeah.
Like my son knows 2 times 2. Like for a kindergarten, that's impressive. I was like, no, dude, you can't just blurt out the right answer. He's like, yes, I can.
I will tell you firsthand, in Calc 2, they'll use a calculator for a reason.
Well,
Those skills are not needed.
No,
Mental math is not that important.
Bro, they were asking questions that I didn't even need. I was like, I don't even know 5 divided by 958. Why do I need that? And I was like, and also top of my head, because I do math. Like when I have to do like Auburn reporting, like I'm breaking down our KPIs.
Oh yeah. Wait, you're learning how to FOIL in kindergarten now? Like the stupid you multiply this by this, this by this, and add it. That's the thing. That's ridiculous.
Wait, my son, he goes to a private school. He goes to we put a little bit of money up into these things.
I can't FOIL anymore. Like there's people that can like multiply that number and by this, then multiply that the next one by this, and can add it together in a weird way to make the addition answer.
They weren't asking stuff like that, but they was like, what type of angle is this? Like, why does my kindergarten need to know what a fucking obtuse angle is? Like, what are you trying to teach him? At 5.
SAT. Get them ready for the SATs in like 14 years, 13 years.
So I will say this. I live in Colorado. For those that do not, Colorado is very huge on like their state testing. Philip Lindsay went here. If you guys do not know Phil Lindsay's story, Phil Lindsay is very, 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 very fucking smart. And the school that he went to, you gotta be pretty smart to go to. And like he went to school with some like cats out there on Colfax slanging, and they had to be smart to be on Colfax slanging the way they are. Like you gotta be smart to go to like here's a little bit different. I'll admit that. Like I've never experienced anything in here like that as a parent. But let's get into something else.
Yeah, well, it is similar here too, though. Now, there's parents have to teach their kids how to show their work and everything. I like what you're saying. I saw it on my nieces, and it's like a weird way of like, yeah, they're gonna have a test when they get back, so they're really putting the pressure on the parents to teach their kids well enough to pass the test. When the teacher should have online lectures recorded every day, be like, show your kids this, they'll understand.
J-Love, you better have fucking test. Listen, ACT, you take your ACT. You take your ACT. You taking it.
Yeah, I was an ACT, not the SATs. I never took the SAT, but.
Nah. Well, let's get into something else. I like the fact that really quick, like I like the fact that I just talked about my son for 12 minutes just then. And it inspired, like Jordan was like, yo, I'm waiting on my ACT scores. Connor, like, he's talking about it. He's like, yo, my shit got canceled. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring. Keep aspiring. Keep following your dreams. Because these little young cats out here, because of the technology industry and shit, are getting trained up and they're ready to go. They're learning stuff that I wasn't learning as a kid. I was learning stuff as a kid that my parents weren't learning as kids. You guys are probably learning stuff that my son is learning stuff that you guys are learning as kids. It's just all getting more accelerated with technology, and the more that it grows. So keep striving, keep prospering, keep doing good, and conquer. Yeah. Let's talk about something a little bit serious. We gotta have a whole lot of fun. We'll bring it back around to the jokes, Jake. There has been more cancellations and more things happening around the globe. I believe there are even some moves that are happening in your world to where the UFC is trying to figure out a way that between all the money, but with all the money they've invested, with Khabib Ferguson. I want to let a lot of people know that the UFC is not like every other sports world, to where the sports world has a group of owners owning different teams. UFC is owned by one motherfucker.
Well, ran by. It's not owned by. He doesn't pay for everything.
Yeah, but ran by.
And there's one organization in the world that is willing to have this fight regardless of the situation, and that is what you think of it. It's not great, but Dubai or Dagestan. So this fight's going on time in most cases because they're willing to sanction it, and their government has to sanction it, and I'm sure Putin will not have an issue sanctioning it in Dagestan. And I'm sure Dubai would love their money because they love their wrestling money.
For the uncultured, listen, I'm a bit of a off his rocker degenerate, if you will. I'll just say it. I'm not FCC regulated. Dagestan, for the people that are, where are we at in Dagestan?
They're gonna sanction it. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they're gonna sanction that. They're willing to. I mean,
where exactly is Dagestan? Where are we talking about?
It's in Russia. It is a Muslim village in Russia, essentially.
So wait, we're talking about taking world-class athletes.
They want to fight, dude. They don't care who's gonna watch it. They want to fight. They don't like each other.
Like fucking village, though. You're telling me that we're going to a village.
They would bring people in, obviously. I mean, they're not as serious about it, man. They're not reporting the case at the same rate either. It's one of those things. The fight's going to go on, and it's not going to be in America. They're not going to let it happen here. But, yeah, they're looking at Dubai. They're looking at that Middle Eastern money as well, you know. They're kind of trying to get into there and have them sanction it. But, yeah, man, they're going to have this fight go on. And I'd be shocked if it's canceled. It might be moved a couple weeks, but at the same time, Dana will pay for the camps. This fight's not going to get canceled. Everything else will, but yeah, man, they're going to get this fight going. And if it's in a Muslim area, you know it's going to sell out. Dana knows that because of Habib.
How many days on quarantine have you been? He's like stuff is starting to blur. Dude, I'm on day 8. I'm on day 8 of lockdown.
I mean, I'm in a regular work schedule, really. I'm still just I voted myself into a project to map this whole situation that's going on. I'm not saying a name, but, you know.
So,
it's,
real quick.
I'm working still 8 hours a day, so it's one of those things. I'm just in the same spot.
So I went into quarantine the day before I called my very last game. For me, my days are starting to run together because I don't have games to call.
Yeah, no NBA Thursdays, no TNT. Oh, TNT, it's Thursday. TNT on. Okay, I get it. TNT basketball, Thursdays, whatever, Mondays. Yeah, we get it. But yeah, I know it's weird. You can call Raw, SmackDown. See what?
Yeah, I'm really gonna call something that's fake.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Something that definitely relies on fan reaction. Have you watched how cringy wrestling is with no fans?
Have you watched how cringing it is with... You heard the dudes call a match. It was hilarious. Throw me into the ropes and suplex me. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, he actually suplexed him. Wow, I'm so impressed.
Dude, the WWE, I feel, is trying too hard.
They still want WrestleMania too, man. They're still going to do an empty stadium WrestleMania.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to watch the throwback clip of fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin being tossed a goddamn beer? Slapping him to and all of
By the way,
dude,
backup quarterback potential, man. The dudes throwing those beers, they were accurate.
They are accurate. Dude,
those are great tosses.
Imagine Stone Cold cracking beers in today's period, in today's era, with no fans.
Well, they brought him back, and it was weird. They had him like do the whole thing with Vince and Shane, but like they didn't actually let anybody drink the beer because you can't have kids seeing beer being consumed on camera.
My onion rings don't exist in Australia?
I'm sorry to hear that. Outback lied to us all.
Wait,
Outback lied to us, man. It's
wait,
terrible.
drop your location. Aren't you in Australia? Is it Australia or Canada? Why do you not have onion rings? How can we solve this? Can we be here for you?
If it's Australia, Outback lied to everybody of all time. Because
Yeah, dude.
they completely advertised this as... Okay.
Yeah, let's say he's our Australia fraud. That's our Aussie, bro. I love Blake, dude.
So Outback lied to us. They don't actually serve that, but they made it popular in America. Good for them. Good job, Outback, on your marketing team. I like it.
I'm really,
Outback's not bad, by the way. As a chain, it's all right.
Blake, is rugby still going in Australia?
I'd be shocked.
We need to find a way to connect our international followers with us for the show, Jake. Don't you think that way?
Oh, for sure. I do.
I would love to hear from a follower in Australia.
They don't drink Foster's either. Wow. Okay.
They don't drink Foster's? Is that what he said? Did he say that in the chat? I haven't read that.
Yeah. We apologize as Americans for thinking this. It's very, very offensive. Oh, so the blooming onion is a different thing than an onion ring? I don't really think it's that different. I think there's differences, but at the same time, it's a concept.
Yeah, I saw rugby highlights. I saw a rugby guy go into the stands today, and he had to get the ball out the stands because they don't have anyone to go get them their ball.
Wait.
Happened 3 days ago.
I've got to call you on that. Mario Super Bros. I mean, what just happened?
My son is taking it bad.
Did he run straight into a door?
Just, dude.
I heard a significant.
Hey,
I
watch.
think he ran into something pretty hard.
Watch Trevor Noah's new podcast, like his newest. So they changed it from it being the daily. What was the name of Trevor Noah's show?
I never watch. I don't watch late night, man.
I don't watch it either.
I think it's a Trevor Noah show. Actually, I think it's actually called that. The late night or the late night?
The Daily Show. I thought it was like the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and it went from being the Daily Show to the Daily Quarantine Show.
Well, it should be the late show that nobody can watch because they're on at 2 a.m. Because that thing's too late for everybody.
No.
Okay, no crowds for NRL. That's a big deal there, especially in the New Zealand area and Australian area. That's crazy. Yeah. But hey, man, these guys gotta get paid. Are they tested after like every game? They should be.
Now we have so many questions. We're now like getting like.
No, I want to know how you can actually have a sporting event now because every game's you have to get tested, right?
Yeah, every game you gotta get tested now. Before I guess entering the facility, if you will, right?
So I mean, I am actually very excited to hear. Not excited. That's a really really bad word. I'm going to apologize for that one. But who has it on the Lakers? I'm really interested right now.
Let's talk about that. I mean, we are on the topic, I guess, if you will. 4 Brooklyn Nets players, including Kevin Durant, have tested positive for le coronavirus. I call it le coronavirus because 1, I'm Dominican. 2, it's fucking Corona. 3,
it's COVID-19. But ironically, it's actually the 4th coronavirus. Now that you said it, because we have 3 common colds, and we have a flu, all that are alternate mutation of the coronavirus. So we actually have 4 coronaviruses out right now. 5.
SARS and MERS are stems of the coronavirus.
So we got 5 going right now. So if you get it, you might get 5. So you have 1 of 5. 20% chance of getting the bad one. But
so
I think we've all had corona, actually. Bumblebee tuna because if you have a cold, there's a good chance you had it.
This is how you know someone's on the trolling tip right there with that comment.
Hey, he's not wrong. We probably had a version of this virus at some point in our lives.
No, I mean like we've all probably have had it, and I think that's something that I want to take this time. I want to drive down a lot of the bullshit that's happening. A lot of the misinformation that's happening.
Oh, I mean, I hope you're serious. I really don't hope you're serious in a way, but don't troll and say you had it but didn't. Bumblebee Corona. That would not be, or Bumblebee Tuna. And I would not want you to say I had it and not have it.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely not cool. And that's not something to joke
It's not
about.
something to make fun of or troll of.
Because we are working
if
on.
If you do, that's awful. We don't want anyone to have that.
Yeah,
but please don't make fun of it or make jokes about it. Okay.
Yeah, we are working on.
We believe you, by the way. We believe you.
Yeah, but we are working on having a guest that has dealt with it, so I don't want them to feel like that someone is lying to them. Because that's definitely not what we do in the media. Well, not on this media source, at least. I don't know what the fuck everyone else does, but I don't have to care about what they do because I just have to care about what I do on my show.
I'm probably exposed to it. I mean, our county went from 1 case to 17 in a day, and our township went to 12. So I think everyone's been exposed to it. So,
dude, fucking the shit that's happened here, and fucking, we're the 4th most state here in Colorado. So I want to use part of this show, and
Florida's taking that over, man. That beach party, Florida's taking over. If one person has it, they're gonna
beach party. We're at the point here in Colorado, and I just want to be quite frank and honest with everyone, to where we are like the 4th or 5th highest counted state. I know that is in contribution to everyone moving here, everyone living here. Everyone moving here because, well, marijuana is legal, So, I mean, it started off with us just having 3 people from Iceland that came here or that they were contractors, okay? They were contractors doing some work in Iceland. They were Icelandic that live here in Colorado. They came back here from Iceland, and then boom, it went from 3 people in one day to where I'm at now. Blocked off, isolated from the rest of the fucking world, so on and so forth. So, I want to take part of our show, and because this thing is taking over our world of sports, and I just want to tell people, guys, let's just band together and do the right things. We don't have to be separated at this point in time.
Socially,
I mean, socially, we have to be separated in terms of interpersonal interaction. I even if I had the bread right now, I couldn't go to Jake's. Me and Jake, I was supposed to meet up with Jake in LV.
But I have those days I'm working now, so I can fly out to the nearest to Colorado Springs. You probably have an airport pretty far away.
My airport from my house. My airport is 15 minutes.
Not bad. Yeah. We can if football's going, man. If football's going, I could take a weekend off.
Yeah, I live far enough where I don't have to hear the plane fly over, but I can hear the plane fly over. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. We have an airport here. It's just for the rich people, but yeah. No. I have 4 days saved up now that I worked actually overtime on. So if NFL comes, Robbie and I might be chilling at his little studio, calling games sometime.
Dude, if we get you at headquarters to call, even if it's one game and we just have fun, we just have a couple of drinks and we barbecue, dude, that'd be fucking lit, dude. That's one thing I want to start doing for you guys is I am during this quarantine period. I'm gonna probably start doing some of my barbecue shit that I do in my free time. One thing that I do in my free time is that I do barbecue and barbecue really fucking good. I was one of the silent founders of Scooter Smoke and Barbecue, and one of my recipes for my cider brisket is used for his restaurant, the homie Kalen.
Ooh. All right. So, Robbie, this is kind of a spicy comment. So, Darius Slay was not happy to be traded. And he said his
No.
relationship going forward with his former head coach, Matt Patricia, is that he's lost all respect for him and is fractured. So
Yeah.
he did not want to leave Detroit, which surprises me. But
It very well should be. It very well should be. Yo, you're Matt Patricia. You're supposed to be his defensive guru. Yada, 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 yada. And
I
you,
mean, I defended Matt Patricia. I'm not going to rip him apart. I think he needs a few more years, but I think you said it too, actually.
all right,
But
you know I like Matt Patricia. You know I like Matt Patricia. But I hope that you know, like, be that you know me personally, and I'm just a media head to like everyone. I hope that you know that I am a bit disappointed. Like, at what point do you get rid of the best corner in the league? Like, Pro Football Focus.
I would agree with that too. Yeah, I've said that for a while.
Did you see Pro Football Focus's ranking on?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just see it on the field, and again, I don't love the Pro Football Focus ratings for receivers, quarterbacks, or corners because you don't know what's supposed to happen.
They do it for clout. They do shit for clout, bro.
Yeah. Well, I can't disagree with you, Mike D. He's been pretty terrible. I can't really. Patricia's been bad. Matt Patricia's not been a good coach.
So
I
here's-
think he'll get there, and I'm not going to give up on him yet. I think that's what I'm at.
If Matt Patricia coached anywhere but the Lions, I would probably play for Patricia. But it's the Lions. And, like, the Lions, I always suspected with the Lions is that they hang on to their guys. And now I can't even make that take because you just released the best corner.
I mean, you got him to a playoff contender, though. You got to, again, not the playoff contender you like. But
You traded the best corner. Like that. Dude, it's so hard to, like, I was so ready to get Darius Slay Redskins jersey. And the thought process of that never happening, it fucks with me.
yeah.
Like, if someone has a Darius Slay Lions jersey, I'll buy that bitch off you. $20, I'll buy it off you.
Oh, we going here?
Dude, let's go. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum boys and girls. What it do? Darius Slay, I wish you would have signed with a better crew.
You mean traded, man? He had no choice.
Dude, he had no choice. That's what's fucked up.
It's like Diggs, too. You think he wanted to end up in Buffalo? I mean,
I think that Diggs in Buffalo was so perfect. I think
yeah.
Diggs,
But I think I don't think he thought about Buffalo as a chance. I think he was one of those, like, it could work out wherever I go to a winner. It'd be great, but, like, I didn't see myself in a team that does not pass as much as the team I left. Or has a quarterback that runs more than I would like.
do you feel like that the passing in Buffalo goes up with Diggs? Or do you feel like
I think the passing stays the same, and he gets targeted a lot.
I think that the passing goes up by about 13%. I want to say he gets about 13% more.
Was he throwing like 18, 20 times a game last year? I could see like 25, 26 times.
Yeah, I want to see him get about 22 to 25 looks a game, 23 to 25 looks a game for Stephon Diggs.
And I think maybe like I would like 12 targets at most, and maybe like 10 every game. You know, I think he's the first read every play, and I don't think
skill set.
But
Stephon
maybe run game. Could he run? Could he get into the run game at all?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Stephon runs those in and around routes, so you have to count those touches in. So I was about to say, that's why I said I count them as touches, where it's like with Stephon, I want him to touch. Hell yeah, Nick said we got booze. Yo, if you want to hop back in, bro, you can.
And Jay Love can join too, man. If you
Jay Love.
He asked earlier, but he's like, I wish I could join. I was like, you can. You could text us.
Like,
The
dude,
messages.
I definitely sent the link in Discord. Like, anyone that literally wants to join can literally hop on the show, hop
But
on in
yeah,
there
I
and
mean,
talk with the Rumboyz.
I think, I mean, this is like a knock on wood comment, but I think that Diggs can have a long career of a prime Percy Harvin.
Really? You think he's Percy Harvin 2.0, basically?
I think he's
I
a
just see
better,
it.
a slightly better version that's going to not going to have migraines long term.
Yo, if Mike D calls into the show, that would be the most. If he videos into the show, that'd be the most epic shit.
But yeah, just I'm thinking about it. Like they play so similarly. If you get them in the right system and you just give them the ball, they both had great rookie years. They both had issues with quarterbacks at points in their careers and teams, but their talents match. Like I get the returning game would be different for them, but at the same time, like their skill sets match to me. Do you agree? Like if you get them in the right same position.
No, I do agree, especially when you look at the speed. The
But
height,
again,
the height differential.
161, one's 161, one's 5'10", 5'11", or something.
Yeah.
Both did it all in college. My concern with Diggs is he's not a big 6'1", right? Or big 6 foot, whatever he is. He's kind of a smaller frame.
Yeah.
So he might not hold up like a Fitzgerald who had to gain weight throughout his career.
This man said open the line, bro. We're doing fucking video chat. We open up video chat. It did even one better.
Yeah, dude, you're in Discord. You just go to it, click on it, and we'll let you in.
But have a hot take. Don't be weak sauce. Like you can't come on and be weak sauce.
Yeah, you can't go on and be like the Texans traded him too quickly. There's a better deal out there. Really, we all know that.
Yeah, don't come on and say something that we all know. Like I want you to surprise me. Like give me a hot take.
Ooh,
Come back to
Diggs
me.
reminds me of Joey Galloway. You think we'll get 1,000 catches? Nick, that'd be surprising. I don't see that one. I don't see him lasting that long, to be honest, with his play style.
You doing the chat while I do this? I appreciate you, Jake.
Yep. But yeah, Nick Howard, do you think he actually sticks around long enough for 1,000 catches? Okay, not stats wise. Yeah, I definitely on the field wise.
Let me have fun really quick. Y'all talk it up.
Yeah, skill set wise for sure. I think Diggs might be more of a touchdown guy though, because Galloway was not known for finding the end zone. He had a lot of empty yards. A lot of experts would say.
I'm gonna roll me a blunt. And I'm gonna talk sports all night. Yo, you just laugh.
All night, man. Come on, I still have to be up by like 7 tomorrow morning Eastern time.
I'm joking.
So Nick, you coming back on?
Yeah, we should have Nick back on.
If he wants to, no doubt. Mike D's calling in apparently. Again, Bumblebee, man, go to the Discord. Just click on it and we can let you in.
If Bumblebee comes on, I just want to roast him about his takes.
Which take?
I mean, he's gonna say something that I'm gonna disagree with. my favorite fans.
Please do it, because we can clip it. By the way, Bumblebee.
Yeah, my favorite fans on the show are the ones that I disagree with. Like I disagree with enough of you, or I agree with enough of you. But the ones I disagree with, you're the shit.
Open the lines, Bumblebee. We're not. It's in Discord, dude. Can you go down to like the description and go to the Discord? Legit, like. Oh, never mind. Your Discord's actually not in here.
You said your Discord's not in here. You want to try the Discord command?
Can you do that actually? I don't know. Yeah, just drop that. Sorry, that's my bad, dude. I was not aware that Discord's not in the description. We should probably add that.
Yeah. due to technical difficulties here on the Rumboyz Fantasy
Oh, he
Network.
doesn't have Discord. Okay.
Oh, you got to download it.
Open the lines, dude. We don't have open. It takes like 12 seconds to make a Discord.
Exactly.
Just literally put your ideal username and confirm your email.
Yo, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna let him click the fucking link in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, bro.
All right, yeah.
And we're gonna be bold enough to see
Jeez, he's angry. This better be a hot take.
bro. Let's see how
this.
hot of a take it is. Let's see how hot of a take it is. Hang on, I'm gonna drop this joint.
You better make my prediction true, because
Dude, you know me, man. Like, I'll debate anyone about anything. Bro, if you try and tell me, that, like, I don't know, like, whatever you fucking try and tell me, I'm ready to go.
So, Bumblebee, click on this, open your mic up, let the camera be turned on, join the stream, and Robbie will let you in.
No, look, the fuck out of me.
So, yeah, you have to let your camera and mic be accepted through StreamYard. Just hit OK on everything. You should be in.
We treating this like a main.
Hey, Nick, do you want back in? Nick, do you want back in?
Nick is gonna. He's got to get home to the booze first. Like, once he gets home, for sure he'll probably hop back in. Oh, he hopped in. All right, little homie. What you think, Bumpy Tuna? We got Bumpy Tuna live here on the air on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network here on the Rum Report, a special quarantine report.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
So, as you know, Todd Gurley got released today.
Yes. The first topic we covered.
Yeah, talk louder.
I'm
Do you have a take? Where he's going? Where he'll sign? How much he'll sign for?
Zeke Elliott. The Cowboys will sign Todd Gurley.
The Cowboys
Why?
will move Zeke Elliott and sign Todd Gurley.
So wait. My question to you is why when they have Tony Pollard?
They just trade away Tom. They just traded him off. They would.
They just
They're gonna keep Zeke and Todd and kind of like what the Saints did with Mark Ingram and.
All right, hey, so listen, I gotta let you on my show because your take's not formulated. I appreciate you coming on the show with the take, Bumpy Tuna, but you're not gonna compare the Cowboys backfield to the Baltimore backfield for me and expect that I'm gonna accept that as an acceptable take.
I don't see any way the Cowboys take on any back that would demand anything more than a minimum. At this point with Zeke, that's my thing. They paid him too much to not make him a heavy workhorse guy. Do you agree, Robbie? I just don't see how you can put any more money into that backfield.
I'm trying to figure out.
I think he's saying get rid of everybody except Zeke and bring in Gurley, which would not make sense to me. Because Gurley is a goal line.
I'm trying to figure out where Tony Pollard goes. Who's still on a rookie contract as your second back?
Exactly. I just don't.
Who is your pass
I
catching
think they
back?
released Tony Pollard and they signed Todd Gurley.
All right, hold on. Stop it. I'm going to stop you right here. When the fuck are we releasing second-year backs? When are we doing
This
that?
goes against our general rule as a network of paying a back. In any way, we don't have to.
So, and also, who's tailing your pass catching responsibilities? Because Zeke is getting older. So how are you minimalizing the age to where he can rejuvenate himself season after season after season, so he can have the second coming of Emmitt Smith. Have you thought that far ahead? Did you think that far ahead? You're on the show.
You're paying Zeke $15 million, right? For a reason. Like, you gotta run him. It's a little confusing to me.
My brother, listen, man, the NFL is a business. And with the business, you always gotta balance your books. Okay? And part of balancing your books is always having a contingency plan. All right? In my field, I have to have a contingency plan for a certain amount of my write-ups. Sometimes I gotta make sure I have a writer for this, a writer for that. Da, 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 da. You think that Jerry doesn't have a contingency plan for Zeke when Zeke ends up like Gurley? If Zeke ends up like Gurley, what's the age difference between Zeke and Gurley, by the way?
I think they're pretty close. Zeke might be actually a year younger. Or
it's a year apart. I think it's a year or two apart. What happens when Zeke gets arthritis? What happens when Zeke gets arthritis, Bumble?
I think I don't know.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and release Bumby Tuna from the show because he doesn't have an answer for my tapes. You can't come on the show and say that you have a take and then not have a take, brother. All right, I'm not going to do this to you no more, man. Do you have anything else? Because at this point, I'm just calling Pat McAfee, like I'm just dragging him out. And like usually he just releases his guest. I'm going to release my guest. I appreciate you calling in, brother. So that call is definitely fucking released. Guys, if you're calling to the show, let's talk it up a little bit. Let's talk.
Yeah. You don't release a value rookie running back you draft later for a guy that's past his prime physically. You have to pay more.
There's a lot of questions that I have with that.
Yeah.
Why
you're crazy for paying Zeke that much? You're gonna pay.
Why we release Tony Pollard? When have we ever thought about releasing Tony Pollard? When did Tony Pollard ever come up in this conversation?
I don't know. I mean,
poor Tony Pollard. Poor Tony Pollard. He got brought up on a show that he had no business getting brought up on. I hope the guy he never
and that dude's gonna sit behind Zeke and probably never get a big deal because of it. So, as is, it's not a great spot for him.
I mean, but Tony showed great flashes last year. Tony wants to be a Cowboy. Yeah, Tony wants to be a Cowboy, and Tony did great things last year.
Oh yeah, and he's a good counter for Zeke too.
He's a great counter for Zeke. I don't know why anyone would ever bring up getting rid of Tony Pollard. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you're not getting rid of Tony Pollard.
No. And as a Cowboys fan, you have to think we have to get every cent we can for Dak. So you're not going to pay it back again.
Exactly. There was just so many things weird. I want someone to drop me a good take. Someone drop me something in the comment section. You can join in the StreamYard. We can debate it up. We can talk it up. I'm willing to talk it up. I'm about to. You want to put one? Oh, my wife's sister. God damn it, my sister-in-law is on the fucking phone, nigga. Yo, Nick answers in the chat. What's the actual entire fuck? Go to rumboyz.com. Make sure you guys go to rumboyz.com. Check out our apparel section.
If you call in
article,
have a counter to our take we already have, and a reason why we're wrong, or you think we're wrong, because you can't just say sign this guy, cut this guy when he was not part of our show to begin with.
Well, not even that, but like, you know that I'm gonna have, you know that either one of us or any member of this staff, like, guys, if you're gonna call into this show,
we will
everyone
go
here,
at you. We don't care. We're gonna just put what we think out there.
yeah, everyone here is a sports analyst, so be ready to debate. Be ready to come with some fire. Oh my gosh, I love this one, Nick. Call in. I want this smoke with you.
Hey.
I want this smoke with you face to face. I want that smoke
Okay.
face to face.
I can see his point in a way, though.
I can see his point too. I can see
most rushing touchdowns for a quarterback last year.
He broke Michael Vick's record his rookie season.
There we go.
I'll go all day. I'll go. Oh, please say this happens. I want this to happen. That's a fucking wet dream for me. I've been telling people that Josh Allen's the truth. I've been telling you all that Josh Allen's the truth. And if you are a fan of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, you know, and he's proven it the last 2 years. I told you guys, go
He's
back.
an emoji at this point. Come on, let's be real.
Yes, I told
He
you
needs
guys.
the emoji. We have to make one.
Go back and look at week 8 of the fantasy football year with me and Ty Boogie back on his basement in the couch. Go look at the very first episodes of Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I was telling you guys that Josh Allen's the truth. Look at last year. I was saying you need to go get him his QB2 super flex. This guy's gonna keep building, keep molding, keep going. There was weeks that I was playing Josh Allen last year. This year, Josh Allen takes the next leap. There has never, ever been a quarterback from Wyoming that has done what Josh Allen has done. He's the king of Wyoming. He's the king of the crop. He's a white rusher. Let him go. Sorry, I'm such a fan.
I would agree. And even if he's not ever a top 5 quarterback or a top 7 quarterback, but the thing is, if you're a rushing quarterback, I mean, you're a young, dumb rushing quarterback, you're going to put up fantasy points.
Let me just do this for Mike D.
I saw it.
I got a question. How come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, drinking all the milk, eating all the cereal, all the green beans, all the hog mugs? That's a quote from Friday.
Yes.
Mike D, he knows what's good enough.
That's why I chuckled as you were making your take.
Go ahead, continue your take, bro.
But yeah, even if he's never like a really top quarterback, as long as he's a running quarterback, he's putting up points in fantasy. I don't care what anyone does. To argue this, like,
extend your take, run it.
Overall, when you look at what he does as a player, it's like he might never be a top of the top quarterback in a traditional sense, but rushing yards mean a lot in fantasy, and he'll put up stats and he'll put up touchdowns in the red zone. He's not afraid to run in the 20s, so I think he's definitely going to be a reliable guy for the years to come. No comment, Mike D, on the I like pig's feet, but yeah, I mean, as a fantasy quarterback, Allen is the truth. There's no doubt. And I think he is one of those guys, unlike Lamar, who runs a lot more in between the 20s, can hold up long term and just run and get touchdowns. And Robbie's probably going to hate my take, actually. I'm going to bring it up to him real quick.
I'll take a piss.
Why didn't he mute, dude? Is that what it was? I think we heard you on stream.
Well, I just had to, all right. I had to make sure that you
was. I thought it was you dumping water. I was like,
no, I had to make sure that you were doing a good job. So I don't look.
Well, I made a take, and you might not like it. I said long term, like looking 6 to like 5 seasons ahead. I like the idea of Josh Allen.
Oh, he froze. Shit.
Me?
Oh, Josh Allen's the new Jim Kelly. I know that's not what you said.
Different players, but no. Hey, if he goes to 4 title games, maybe. But I said that long term, with how Lamar plays, it's probably not physically ideal for him. I like how Allen has his running in the 20s. He gets touchdowns for fantasy. I think he's a long-term fantasy guy over 5-6 years over Lamar because of that. Because rushing touchdowns and rushing yards are a big deal in fantasy, and I think he can really hold up because he won't carry the ball as often in the 20s.
And you bring a very good point up with that because...
You agree? I'm shocked. I thought you'd be like, Lamar's going to hold this one up because I'm concerned Lamar's going to get hurt running for a first down at the 40-yard line.
I wish them both
why'd you run, dude?
I wish them both the best, but Allen can be a mix of a little Lamar, but maybe hit that Jim Kelly record, especially now there's no more Brady. So,
yeah, whose division is that now? That's crazy to think about. I think
Buffalo
it's
division.
Buffalo for at least 3 years till they have to pay him. Yeah.
So long. I've been calling it for so long. I've been saying it. I wish I started this show so many years ago because I would have had so much money off the shit that I'm saying.
So think about this, though, man. The quarterbacks in that division are so young now. It went from like the Brady boring division to the most interesting in football next year, I think.
Dude, it is, and I'm so excited to cover it.
If we have football, fingers crossed.
We're gonna have fucking football. Nick Howard putting us off with a topic. He said, "Message." Hold up. Message. Austin Eckler, a top 10 back next year, dude.
If they take a quarterback, yeah, because they're gonna run the ball and try to get the quarterback comfortable. So.
Oh, bro, I'll even work with their offense in terms of X's and O's right now.
Easton Stick as quarterback, they're probably gonna run the ball if they stick with him. I'd be shocked if they do.
Dude, fuck that. Even as Ty God, bootleg counter reverse with a pitch. Oh God. Oh. Tell me the second. All right, I don't know anyone else that's ever put on a helmet, but if we used to have this quarterback back in North Stafford days, his name was Roy Howard. Which, by the way, shouts to my old high school. Yo, I want to use this moment to shout out my alma mater. I know that one of the old staff members there got hit with the coronavirus, and I want to shout you guys out. I want to show my love. When I found that out this morning, when I found out that was a positive test today, that shit was real.
Should we just ban the number 19 in sports now forever?
Huh?
Should we just ban the number 19 in sports forever now because it's COVID-19?
Dude, I'm down.
No one can ever wear 19 in any sporting event from now on.
But bro, me and fucking Joey Sly went to that school. Like, obviously we went to that school. Like, you know, I played on the same fucking football team as AJ. You know, like, bro, crazy. But no, Austin Eckler definitely top 10 back next year. I just saw that you poured up one. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz. Yo, hold up. Look at that. That's a lot. All the Rumboyz and girls.
I only poured an ounce, dude.
My wife did this. I had nothing to do with this. Whew. We are having mini Rumboyz After Dark. I want Nick on Rumboyz After Dark tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
We need Nick on Rumboyz After Dark tomorrow. More fire.
Of the aging quarterbacks in the NFL, Breeze, Brady, Ben, Rivers, Rodgers, and Stafford, who has the best season next year? I'm going Rodgers, man.
Yeah, I'll rapid fire that one. I'll go Breeze.
Okay.
But to answer his first question about Eckler has to be a top 10 back because the Chargers just paid him. Like I said, they're steadfast, and even with Ty God, bootleg counter reverse, weak side every day. Let's go left, baby.
Mike D, of course, Detroit fan, Stafford. If his spine's healthy, I think so because of the numbers, but I don't like guys with broken spines.
Mike D is my favorite. Lions fan. Well, him and Brian, our graphic designer, are my favorite Lions fans because they know how much I love Darius Slay. So they know how much reporting today hurt.
I'm very hesitant on Brady next year. I have to see it. I have to see how he works with Arians' offense and learning a new offense for the first time in forever.
With Brady, I don't honestly have no worries. Like, I feel like Brady is cooler than the other side of the pillow. And the reason, shout out to Stuart Scott.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's one of my inspirations. The reason why I feel like Brady is cooler than the other side of the pillow right now, especially more than ever, my brother, and you could probably second this notion, Jake, he's got Godwin. He's got Mike Evans. He has a full 2 tight end spread. Yeah. Everyone now, and tell me what you also think about this before I pass it off to you, brother. He has a 2 tight end spread with 2 speed receivers that can line up in the slot or even on the outside. He's getting everything that he's already had. Everyone wants to say that he went there for the easier division. Do you feel like I'm the only one that feel like he went there for the weapons?
So, I think so. My concern is Brady's success recently has not been with the weapon skill set and specialties that they have now. They like to throw it deep and throw it often downfield to intermediate routes or even deep routes. I think Brady's strength for a long time has been the short zone read. My slot guy goes this way. My other guy goes for a quick 12-yard slant. We keep the field moving. I don't know Brady's arm strength right now. I don't know if a full season of throwing it downfield is best for a guy his age. Slight hesitancy there.
So first off, really quick to the chat, I'm excited to call this season with a lot of these moves that have happened. Hopkins.
Oh, man, the NFL quarterback market's so different. It's so great.
Yeah. But also with this being said and with this being stated, Jake, once again, brother, I mean, you got to admit, man, I mean, if you can't get it done with the likes of Evans and Hopkins and the 2 tight end spread that you do have, I get that it's not what Lamar has, you know, when Lamar having Boyle and Mark Andrews at this point. It's not what Russell Wilson has, you know, where Russell Wilson could really be like, Will Disley, go. Greg Olsen, go. He could be like, I hear they're trying to lock it in with Jordan Reed. I think they did lock it in with Jordan Reed. You know, when you have these guys, you know, and if you can have those big bodies, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's not far-fetched to think that Brady can turn this organization into a possibly conference championship team.
They're in a tough division, man.
I think that, I mean, he's got to face Breeze twice a year. He's got to face Ryan twice a year. Ryan is not going to have the same weapons. I think that certain things are alleviated on him. Nick has another one, though. I'm going to tap that. Yes, it's touchscreen, motherfuckers.
So, mine's easy. I'm going to quick take this one.
Go ahead. Read it.
Okay, early pre-draft Super Bowl or team to watch picks. Arizona, Buffalo for next. Okay. Again.
Before you go.
I say.
Before you go, I'm going to start sending you some ads from our sponsors.
All right, go ahead.
Read that shit with that passion. Mm-hmm. Let's go. We're after hours.
Yeah, we are running long.
Read it with some passion and then drop that take, Jake the Great.
So early pre-draft board team to watch picks. Arizona and Buffalo for Nick Howard. I will say the Chiefs again because I will always watch Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
I think he's the guy. I think they're going to pay him. They're going to have it one more year. And overall, I think he's going to run the league. So,
early Super Bowl. Yeah, I gotta rock with the Mahomes.
Yep, and then NFC. What's yours? And I'll go. You can swing back to me.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go in the AFC. My homies.
Don't say that. That's a really bad pop artist from like 8 years ago.
All right,
That's Austin Mahomes. Let's not go that one.
you don't have to do that. Make me feel old.
Please don't make. It's just so disrespectful to him because we all know what happened to that guy.
Look, I gotta roll with Mahomes
Oh,
for the
sure.
AFC, NFC. Oh God damn. Buck, you gotta roll with the Bucks. You gotta roll with the Bucks
The
right
Bucks,
now.
man. I'm not giving up. The whistle will go the Saints' way at some point. It will be this year.
Blech.
At some point,
That
the
ain't
whistle will
never
not bring the
happened.
Saints.
But
I like Breeze, man. I'm gonna pick him until he's done.
As for teams to watch, I definitely say watch out for Buffalo. They're about to be sick nasty. Watch out
Fun
for
to
the
watch,
Raiders.
too.
They're definitely going to be sick nasty, especially because we'll talk about extra teams in the playoffs and shit and all this sort of deal. There has to be some bottom feeder team. There always is some bottom feeder team.
Oh yeah, worst to first, man. We gotta pick that one.
Yeah, that figures it the fuck out.
So yeah, let's do worst to first here for fun.
Sure.
I'm not saying Bengals. I like Baltimore next year. Too much.
Worst to first, so you're not going to say Bengals. Well, I mean, Baltimore, you can't say Baltimore because Baltimore NO, you definitely got to watch.
No, I think they'll win the division. That's what I'm
Chiefs
saying.
Bucks are safe at this point.
I'm going. We got to go worst to first here. So, man, there's so many bad teams that could turn it around really quick. I don't know if they were the. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I think Miami might have something next year with this new division. They're the best chance. I think that's my pick.
Back.
Yep, both our picks. It's the one that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. All right. I know you want to go worst to first. We need to analyze worst to first after.
I can't go Redskins. I'm sorry. I do think that division might be between the Eagles and Cowboys one more year.
That's going to be Eagles and Cowboys. The Redskins, we're not ready. Just leave us out of it. I'm saying that now. I'm going to lose
Chargers. I don't see the Chargers.
I'm going to lose all my Redskins followers. My Redskins writer might hear this and might quit after this, but I'm not.
Yeah.
J.D. McKissick. Why we're trying to replace Chris Johnson?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
We're run the same fucking playbook. Everything that we did shows me that we're trying to do the same thing over again, and I don't like it. And because I want to be so different. Like, look, I'll rant about my Redskins later. I just needed. I'll do a Redskins.
Okay, let's go here. So I'm gonna give you the teams that are worst in each division.
Well, hold on. He brought this up. Miami, I just really want to talk about this. All right, Miami, we don't talk about you much on this show. Let's face it. I think that the whole staff can admit this. Jake, I know that you mainly speak for the MMA department for most of the part, but
Yes.
you can agree that between all 14 writers, you've seen the site, between all 14 writers, between all the content creators, between all the podcasts, none of us are ever talking. When do we ever give MIA love on this show? That just
If
shit.
we speak on you, it's about how bad your trade was. Let's just be honest.
Miami,
It's not. Yeah.
I am happy to admit, for the very first time, you've made it onto this show in a positive light, in a positive manner. Your defense, Kyle Van Noy. You still have Xavier Howard at corner. Miami was so smart.
Okay. Hey, I got one, man. Got a counter for you.
So we
Okay,
crown Miami.
so-
We crown Miami. They're gonna get Tua, bro. Miami gets
So,
Tua. Miami gets
Minshew
Tua.
Stash Mania, dude. Minshew Stash Mania. They were last. I kind of like them next year.
You like Jacksonville next year?
I mean, they're my second most likely.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Because look at this. I'm going to read the other options here. Chargers, I don't love. Bengals, I don't love. Again, I like Baltimore in that division.
We
Redskins.
don't need a receiving back. We need to fucking go. We need to go.
Cardinals.
I'm sorry, Mike D. Washington, we need to get it.
Yeah. So it's Redskins, Cardinals, Lions, and Panthers to choose from. I don't like any of them to win the division next year. And I can't think of a way they do it unless something crazy happens. I can see the Dolphins and Jaguars somehow stealing a division next year. Only two I could see. Unless you like the Chargers or...
He's right. Nick Howard's right. We need Robbie.
Well, you had a hometown guy. You could have traded for Diggs, but you didn't do it, so...
We didn't know that it was gonna that we didn't.
Yeah, nobody knew it was that easy. Well, it wasn't easy, but it was nobody knew it was on the market. I should say.
Everyone knew that Diggs was on the hold. Let's talk about this Diggs trade, okay? So from a Washington Redskins standpoint, I need to put this in an article on Rumboyz.com, honestly, and I might do that tomorrow because we're all on quarantine, which is why we're running this episode extra long for everyone.
Yeah.
And because. God damn, I need to bond with you guys more. I miss you. I really miss Mike D. Mike D's in the chat. Heavy, ladies and gentlemen. But dude, for real, we do need a stud wide receiver. Robbie Anderson could come in and be that guy. If we're gonna resurrect 2015 vibes, if we're gonna resurrect old school vibes, and we're gonna try and bring back that type of shit. All right, let's put Landon Collins back at box safety. Let's bring back Kendall Fuller, and then let's try and mix Kendall Fuller in with the Bama boys. The Bama boys, like, has anyone watched the Redskins Bama boys on film? I don't know if Kendall Fuller with these new guys up front as the corner position. So I have so many goddamn different concerns with the chemistry that's going to happen defensively already with the Redskins. Because you're trying to put too many different playmakers in one vicinity.
Yep. And here's one thing, Mike D. We're not saying who we think is likely to do it. We're thinking the most likely. Worst to first happens once every 2 years. It could be next year, it could be this year, but it's one of those, what do you see happening? So we're not confident in this, like, certainly it's going to happen, but most likely is what we're going on.
I just really got to admit, you want to know something that is certainly going to happen? Because the Redskins released Colt McCoy to go to the fucking New York Giants to help Daniel Jones's bum-ass, fumbling ass, because he sucks, motherfucker, which I always told everyone.
Yeah, it was probably in college, too. That never fixed it.
He was terrible.
Okay, the team was bad around him. I don't know if you can judge him in college.
Different video for a different day. But now that we got rid of Colt McCoy, I know that we're bringing in. What's scaring me right now is Robbie. You know this team. You know this team inside and out. Robbie, you lived 2 blocks from the stadium when it was once called Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. And knowing that what is now FedEx Field, this commercialized bullshit that we can't sell tickets for, and knowing that we're barely half-assed giving Dwayne Haskins a chance, Terry McLaurin is definitely the next to succeed to the totem pole in terms of a wide receiver for our league, for our team. But we can't bring anyone in to fucking help them. And if we don't bring in fucking Robbie Anderson, this whole shit's going to crash and fucking burn.
Again.
I just had to get it off my chest. At this point, I don't care if my team signs that.
Okay. One last topic before we go, because it's kind of late. But
Yep.
What team who made the playoffs will not make it next year? Basically, what Nick just asked.
Still Seahawks being teams that were solid in years past. Okay.
Well, I mean, Steelers make the playoffs, but they would have in the modern NFL
So
standings.
I think the Cardinals will make the playoffs next year.
So, okay, what team doesn't make it from that, from the NFC then?
What team that doesn't that did?
Yeah, because that kind of goes with our worst to
All
first
right.
thing. Because you pick.
Who made the? All right. But I don't know if the Eagles make the playoffs. Honestly,
Okay, well, Nick said Seahawks and Steelers. I'm going to say the easy pick here. I think the Texans miss the playoffs next year.
I think the Texans missed the playoffs in the AFC. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
I think either
One.
again like my second pick, where's the first for the Jags, or I think the Colts somehow make that jump for 1 year. They're getting their back, and he hopefully doesn't break his hand again when they were actually winning. Mac was a good back last year, so I think they take a big step back, and that's my pick.
Is Bisbee Johnson a sleeper in fantasy football for the Minnesota Vikings? Wide receiver.
I think I think so at this point because he has to go to somebody, and it was either Thielen or it was now it's just Thielen. Thielen's
Yeah.
32 years old, I think, getting older in injuries last year. You got to find a guy to actually make a main receiver on the
Where
outside.
do you feel, where do you feel like Bisbee Johnson is a safe place to go and grab?
I would go.
I'd reach 8th. I reached 9th. I reached ninth
Yeah.
round. 9th round.
Yeah, I would say if you're a late receiver drafter, he's a late wide receiver too. So I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's right around there. Oh, Treadwell to the rescue! Oh no, please! Oh God, the Quan Treadwell. Oh.
Yeah, that's one comment that'll make me fucking drink. Mike D, I want to play fantasy football against you. '11th, 13th, in my opinion. For Bisbee Johnson, I feel like I could probably get away with that. Oh, is Jake throwing up the background? Let's find out what Jake is doing. Wait, his screen is that way. So we gotta be staring this way. Okay. What is Jake doing? On the other side of the black screen. Tyrell Williams, in your opinion? Is that in response to Laquan Treadwell or the Bisbee Johnson? And my co-host just went mute without telling me. Wait, hang on. He said BRB. Alrighty. So drop another topic for me while you can, if you got one. Legit just been chilling, trying to talk about sports, trying to keep everyone's vibes up. You gotta go pee?
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah.
shattered the seal.
I can't believe your still lasted that long.
See, I muted. I muted Mike D.
I just let it rip. I'm sorry. It's part of the show. Mr. Johnson and Tyrell was number one, but number two when they had AB. Tyrell had to deal with that AB competition
Talking AB now.
Oh, here's a good topic. All right, this will be the last one.
Yep. Regular season, no. I think they're going to start May for the playoffs. May, June area, and start the playoffs maybe like a week later than usual, whatever. And
Yeah, realistically speaking, so okay, let's try and address this from the most knowledgeable standpoint. Where we are trying to get, I am trying to get a doctor book on the show, so that I want to make sure that my audience understands and knows and the ins and outs of everything to the absolute seriousness is fucking pop. But I also want them to understand from like our stance is like we're kind of a unique people. Pirate Gang is the Pirate Gang. So we are working on bringing on a doctor. Do I think the NBA comes back at all this season? I think that they start the playoffs with what's here and what we know of the playoffs right now, of who has whatever season, and then
yeah, I don't see any way they can play the season out. And Stephen A was very angry with it because he's a hardcore NBA guy, and I understand it. But
the NBA has a magical way of doing this. It's all better.
Yeah, and the problem with playing the season, they're gonna hit football season for the NBA Finals. If you're gonna see some random Monday night game versus an NBA Finals game, as a fan of the Lakers, and let's face it, I don't see many Monday night games or Sunday night games for the Redskins or my Browns personally. Again, it's just being unbiased in that assessment. Would you rather watch that football game or call that football game or a finals game? Well, you're gonna call the finals game, but what would you rather?
We're gonna look at those numbers when that happens.
Right, but if you play the season out, that's what would happen. On this show.
We need to give people something to look for.
No, but I'm saying if you would have played the season out in the NBA, that's what would happen. You'd be in the middle of football season. Would you rather personally watch that Redskins game, call that Redskins game, or watch the finals game? You're calling the NBA, I get it, but as a fan, would you rather watch your team play or the NBA title on the line?
I'm going to watch my team play.
Exactly. They're not going to do that. So there's no way they play the rest of the season.
I'm going to call my team winning. I'm going to call my team winning.
Yeah, they're going to play they might play like 5 games to get the playoffs, like legs ready and get those teams ready, but they're not going to play the rest. What? There's 19 games left or something? No way they play those 14. And it's going to be a very tainted title for everybody.
Can you imagine the NBA playoffs ending in like fucking like October or some weird shit?
Dude, that'd be terrible.
Like you're just trying to like take like your nieces and nephews trick or treating, or like your kids trick or treating. And
I had to watch this dumb NBA playoff game, NBA Finals game, when my fantasy team could be balanced right now. Jeez, this is ridiculous.
Yo, trying to bet on playoffs and run fantasy football at the exact same time is anxiety. That shit is poverty. It is poverty.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
But yeah, I mean, they can't do it right now. And it's awful because those teams that are in the playoffs and the team that wins it, I would borderline say as a tainted title. It's going to feel weird to have this title won.
Know exactly what's going to happen. Really quick. You're going to keep talking the show. I'm going to chug the rest of this beer. Then I'm going to pour one more shot because we got a ration shit around here.
We do. Yes, we're quarantined. We can't get out much.
Wait. I have to ask a quarantine question. Hashtag quarantine questions. Hashtag Rumboyz. For real, if you guys are still literally up with us, you better be sharing our shit on social media. You better be finding some way to spread this shit. From now on, we need to start making it mandatory for people to just like spread our shit. Like this is the perfect time for people to capitalize. Like, this is the perfect time for people to find out about us. Like, tell your friends about us. We're all locked in, and I'm making content.
We've been on for we'll be on for 3.5 hours and it's over.
Dude, the amount of content that we have produced
Without sports is a scary clip.
is a scary fucking thing. So with that being said, with that being stated,
Pour it out, man. Let's end this one.
yeah, let's end at this point. No, you're gonna let me chug the rest of this, and then I'm gonna pour a shot, and I'm gonna take that. Huh? I swear you left it. Well, my wife comes up. She's like, "I'm ready to take a shot with you. Let's go." And I'm ready too. So
I agree, Mike D. I agree.
Here's what we're gonna do.
It'd be a bad title.
Here is what we're gonna do. Soon. I need food. So here's what we're gonna do. Jake, you ever drink port, right? Yeah, I do. God damn it, give it to me. Yo, this woman just while they're trying like just like for like that, like hell no. You're not just about to like overtip me.
Hey, Robbie, you must address what Nick just said in the chat.
What the I love you, fam. Since you're pretty fucked up, I gotta say you auto-picked Watson to the third. I did not, because that's not what it read. I wish it read that I did that. If it said that I did that, I would have been happy. But that's
never forget.
Not what it said. But come on, real big speaker. What do you a sip of what? You want this beer? I'll let you get a sip. Yeah, but pass it back. So I'm gonna chug the rest of it. Bang. All right. So Nick, your hottest take that you can drop, or I'm sorry, Jake, the hottest take that you can drop right now. Let it rip before we hit Rumboyz After Dark tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern is where you can catch us. Ding, ding, ding. I'm coming in with bells and whistles, sound effects. We're going to ask special guest Nick Howard is coming through with hot takes. It's our Rumble in the Jungle, the biggest sports debate show that has ever happened. Jake, your take of the night. Get him.
Habib Ferguson will happen. No doubt. It's going to happen. I'm guessing in Abu Dhabi. And Ferguson knocks out Habib third round.
Man, alrighty.
Knockout, not TKO. Knockout.
And that was Jake's hot take of the night. Yo, I'm not gonna read fucking Mike D's last comment.
What?
No, I'm not gonna
comment.
We're just... Babe. If you see this comment, you're gonna be like,
yes, Nick, that was a take I kind of hope happens. By the way, 100%. The fight might not happen, but if it does, that's my pick.
Hey, Mike D, what if they have 4?
What?
So what? I have a birth defect. Actually, I have 3. It's not 4. I have 3. That one's a roll.
Okay.
He's like, dude's with big nipples. What if they have 3 nipples? What if they have 3? What if they have 3? Well, now what? Now what, Mike D? What are you gonna do now, Mike D? Only on this show.
All right, what's your take, Robin, before we head out of here?
What's
your take before we get out of here?
My hot take at the end of the night is that, ladies and gentlemen, we only got to fuck.
Okay, yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Oh, Mike D laughing at me. Oh no. Oh. No.
Okay. First Justin and now Mike D. What is it with that?
It's my fault.
Remember what Justin said?
No,
Remember what
it's a
Justin
real
said?
thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
No,
It's a
remember what Justin said, by the way. We're going to bring this up again real quick. If Justin wins in the fantasy football league of the Rumboyz, he will have Robbie breastfeed him. That was his. Remember this?
No, I do.
This was his decree.
Why
Yes.
are you bringing this up? Why are you doing this on this show?
I'm holding it to it. I'm holding him to it.
Here, no, remember. Not enough people here that remember.
Okay.
It's not
fine.
like it's not like
It's
we're
fine.
going
But
viral.
I'm holding Justin to this.
We're not trying to go viral at any point, so it's all good.
Okay, we do not condone this behavior, Mike D. You're lucky nobody's watching right now.
He is
so
my favorite follower. You have
That's hilarious.
Bro, me and my D go back like
That's great.
Cadillac. That is my fucking ace moon coup. That's the homie. Like, he has supported every single thing that I've done. He has been there from the beginning. If I'm live when he is able to catch me, Mike D is like, bitch, this is my home. I run the Rumboyz. Like, he comes in as if he's me. Like, that's he's been with us since day one. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I think Mike D actually discovered us in the early days, like when we were only doing uploads. Like, I think he discovered us way before live streams. Like, yeah. Nick.
I mean, Nick would know. Nick was pretty good last year. So
We gotta fake Justin. I gotta get my Watson fake flip. Like, no one picks a quarterback in the fucking third round of fantasy football. If you follow the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, you know this is something that we do not do. If you could go back and watch all of my tape, we don't preach that shit, and we're not gonna let this fly.
all right, Robbie. Final take, man. We gotta get out of here. It's 1
Yes,
o'clock.
we do. My final take for tonight is that you need to follow the whole entire staff, the whole entire crew, because they make it do what it do. I want to first shout out the writers, because you guys are the backbone that makes everything happen. Jake, obviously you, Jordan Love, Kevin Smedley, Miles, Connor Burt, SP. The list goes on and 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 on of people that are really getting out there, getting after it, and making it happen, and ain't stabbing me in the back at the same fucking time. And you know who I'm saying, what 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 I'm saying, man, right now. I appreciate Nick Howard. He comes in, he kicks in, and he's ready to be a part of this show and be a part of this operation, be a part of this show, and didn't give him motherfucking time. And that shit is beautiful. That is my brother from another mother, and I love and I appreciate that motherfucker. My final take for the night is that Clock Management, you're leading it in merch sales. Keep doing what you're doing and keep building your fan base. And you're doing it so organically. And that shit is beautiful, and I love seeing that. So with that being said, and with that being said, I want to make sure that I use my platform as being someone that might be a little bit, I guess, bigger than some people. I feature on All the Ball podcast this week. I featured on the Good Boys Fantasy Football Network. I featured on fucking GMM Network. Get me money. Support podcasters during this time. Show them love. Show them support. That's really what I want to express at this time, because the sports world needs it. but more importantly, they're the organic people that are really doing it and doing it effortlessly every day without no problem is really who we need it. I don't know, it's something different. It's a different flow. Hey yo, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the wrong boys and girls, what it do? We appreciate all of you, and this is a fucking family affair every time that we do.
See you tomorrow night, guys.
Oh, see you tomorrow night. Hey, Jake, what time?
9 p.m. Eastern time.
What place?
Sportscaster. YouTube. Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Twitter. Very recently. Follow us on Twitter. And, yes, I'm a trooper, Mike D. Thank you. Appreciate it. And join us, man. Please. Probably bigger crowd because it's actual weekend feeling, but I feel like everyone's in a weekend feeling all the time now. So
Follow me at Rumboyz ENC.
Yeah.
Follow him at Rumboyz C, capital C. And make sure that you guys share this. Bring as many people you can tomorrow. Rumboyz After Dark. We promise. We got y'all. Hey, Jake, sleeping extra early.
yeah, man, got to be up at what 6:30 tomorrow or something. So it'll be fun. Yeah,
Enjoy your fucking night.
yeah, it's gonna be a good 5 hours. So it'll be fine. I have a half day. I'll be off at like 1:30, so I can get some nap time in before we stream all day.
Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the wrong boys and girls, what we do. We did tonight just for you.
Yep, spontaneous too, man.
Spontaneous as fuck. We out of here.